For those of you that can hear me, Travis is very sorry about all the technical issues.
We're working it out.
Coral, yes.
What? What?
How about now? Exactly. Well, I was, and you told me to stop. All right. My vices today are cinnamon vanilla tea and vanilla chai, and my other vice, unique cosmetics. If you want some unique cosmetics, you can contact my dealer at colorarainbow.com. So there's that.
Contact your dealer.
My dealer. Yeah, this makeup is awesome. It's kind of like a drug. Makes me happy. So, since Travis is doing his thing, you guys have any vices? Introduce yourself.
Today?
What are you doing today?
Dr. Thunder.
Nice.
Getting some day drinking on with my Dr. Thunder. It's what nerds crave.
And you want to tell them who you are for the ones that don't know?
Sure. I am Dr. J.R. Whitcomb of the Karnevil Sideshow. I am also currently the entertainment director of the soon-to-be-named steampunk event that is occurring in Piscataway the first weekend of May.
Awesome. Okay. And you still working on it, Travis? Okay. And our other guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Laurel. Most people know me as Cordelia online. I am the vendor coordinator as of yet unnamed event Piscataway first weekend.
And what's your vice today?
Vanilla spice energy tea.
Nice. Who couldn't use energy?
This morning, yes.
So everybody out there, can you hear us? Is it any better, any worse? Give us some feedback. And we wait.
I'm going to see. There we go. It's going to work it out now. For some reason, OBS, the software I used, has totally channeled my mic to somewhere else. So now we're back.
To Abu Dhabi.
Oh, I suddenly thought of that jazzy swing monkey song, you know, Abu Dhabi, Dhabi, Dhabi. Said the monkey to the chimp. Anyhow.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Zoe. Hi, everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that. Ivy, great to see you. Jenny, I think from all
Jenny.
of us.
Absolutely.
Shall we assault Jenny with awesomeness and love right now? Shall we get that?
Absolutely. Jenny, we love you.
So Jenny supported our Kickstarter, and Jenny couldn't get on Kickstarter, didn't have a way to support us, so she contacted me back channel and went, hey, can I just PayPal you money to support your Kickstarter? And I went, absolutely. And she went into the level where she gets an ad. If you look in the lower right-hand corner between the chat and my video box, you'll see a scrolling ad. Well, not scrolling, but whatever.
Flipping.
Yeah, after everything that happened with Steampunk World's Fair, which is probably the only time we need to mention the name, because everything else that we're going to talk about is moving forward, not backward. She went, I want to support the new event, so can you just create an ad, which normally I don't create ads for people, that's their job, but with everything she's doing for the community and everything you guys to fill the void of happiness, joy, and fun by this missing event, I went, absolutely, let me create this graphic for you. So now you guys have your graphic in there, which will roll straight till your event starts. And once you give me the name of it, I'll put that on it and your website, and we'll adjust it so everybody knows who you are over the next whole month when we're broadcasting 20 plus times. So
we really appreciate that.
And it's all Jenny's fault. She did it. So.
We love you, Jenny.
Jenny's been doing lots of things that have been really, really awesome.
How about her art?
Her
Yeah,
chibi art is the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, it is.
I never thought I would ever see us, like, see Karnevil as chibi
Adorable.
anything. It was absolutely hilarious.
Adorable.
Yeah, it's
Look, Gypsy has little cartoon balloons stapled to her.
Yeah, that's great stuff. I am envious of you. And by the way, she has also done pictures for Monty and Victor and the Bully, and they're all coming on the show in about an hour once we get done with the technicals and everything, because we want to give you guys crisp, clear information, and then we will go have a great time and hang out and party right here on the show. By the way, since you guys can hear me now, my vices tonight. Sorry, I'm used to nighttime broadcasting. I think I am going to go with some cross-eyed cricket, which is a Latakia blend with a bit of an aromatic punch to it. Going to go with some free hands tonight because I feel like that's how this show rolls with End Your Event. A little free hand there. And right now it's coffee, but I do have Quiet Man whiskey on the sideboard waiting. And I wore all this to be all fancy and stuff, and man, that is tight. I don't want to unclip it because I didn't use one of my real bow ties. It's a clip-on, so I'm like,
clip-on.
Well, it's a
clip-on.
You know what? Don't harass me. It's whatever is cute and adorable. I buy it and wear it. There. That's okay. That's better. I've also gained weight, so all my ties are fatter. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. So where were we? Okay. Hello to everybody. Thank you for those of you who have just followed us. Sycophant. Great name. It's I hope it's meant tongue-in-cheek, not. And then Alternative XP, who just started following us, and everybody who's joined us, like Ivy, Jenny, and what other names did I see pop up there, guys? Oh, that's right, Ivy, you're the massager. We haven't seen you on the show since the last thing, so, oh, yeah, glad to see you. It's Jenny. Wait, hi, Jenny. It's Mia. Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So, let's see. You guys introduced yourself. I tech things. Shall we give it another 5 minutes for everybody to show up and crowd into the room before we start talking, or do you guys want to get rolling now?
I'm in no hurry. If you want to wait for some folks to show up, that's cool here.
Give them 5 minutes. I see Alternative XP is the IT guy.
Yes, it is. That's our IT guy.
Very good. As we go, see, after this show, within 24 hours, I will post it to YouTube. Once I do that, I want your guys' links. So, IT guy, make sure you drop me a message in whatever form you want. I don't care. If you get a Twitter, if you get an Instagram, if you get any of that social media, let me pop it up into that YouTube video, because that's something you guys will be able to forward to other people going, here's a fun and slightly inappropriate show where we explained everything. We will keep it at slightly. We'll try to keep it slightly. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Travis,
Mm-hmm.
I have a message for you. I just got a message from Wheeler Stone, and he wanted to say hi.
That's great. Hi, Wheeler. How are you? So I am sure that is tongue-in-cheek from him.
Wheeler Stone says hello. It's like Butt Stallion says hello.
You better be nice. He is one of our honored guests.
I am being nice. Handsome Jack is probably one of the most fantastic villains ever.
I will let Wheeler know he is a fantastic villain. I am sure he will be complimented.
So let's go ahead and move forward with this. I'll load my pipe here. Now, let's so your event is going to be May 4th through 6th, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And it's going to be at the Radisson in Piscataway, correct?
Mm-hmm. Also correct.
So for anybody, if that sounds familiar, it's because it is. This is a brand new, unrelated event, but it doesn't hurt to be in the same area as previous events, so that crowd there has a place to go. So I don't know if your credentials. Should we go? Why do you guys choose to pick this up?
Coral, you go first. I always get yelled at for my reason.
Yes, following you is like trying to make happiness out of a train accident. I actually just started doing conventions a year ago at the Steampunk World's Fair, and I met some incredible people, and they were all amazing. And in the last year, I've done 6 conventions because I couldn't get enough of the people. I've made some of my best friends in the last year, and I was looking forward to the events that were supposed to go on this year that are now not going to happen. And so when somebody said, oh, well, we need a place for the community to go, I said, sure, let me know. I'll help in any way I can. And it stayed at that until kind of a crisis on the Facebook going, oh my God, we need liability insurance. Somebody has to take liability. And I said, all right, I'll take liability. I don't care. And so that put me on the team, mostly because of JR. He told me what was going on online, because I actually don't social media well. So I have actually been off of social media since last October, other than the, random theme here and there.
Smarter than us.
Oh God, no.
Social media is it's becoming a psychological issue for the society. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it was eating my soul, so I had to walk away for a little while.
Tomato.
So JR let me know what was going on. I got on. I offered help with the liability insurance, and from there, I have kind of just become an all-around kind of contact person. I started by getting in contact with Sunny, the owner of the Radisson, who is very, very generously giving us the Radisson as our home for this event for free. He is not trying to get any money out of us whatsoever. He wants to put on the best event possible for the people who are going to be there. So he is working with us in every way possible. He's given us everything we could possibly want. But at the time, he was getting like 12 phone calls a day. So I agreed to be kind of a middleman for that. And then it was a matter of, we started saying, okay, well, somebody needs to do this, somebody needs to do that. And they said, well, somebody needs to contact vendors. And I said, okay, I can do that. So now I am the vendor coordinator.
So you've started with essentially a second job with all the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, but it's a fun job, so it's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, what about you, JR? Now, JR, first of all, in case you don't bother to mention it, JR is one half of Karnevil, which is well, why don't you describe it? You probably have an elevator pitch that's pithier than what I will have.
Karnevil is a traditional 10-in-1 style sideshow experience. We try to bring the vaudeville stage of yesteryear to the modern audience. And also myself and my partner, Gypsy Lavery, we also offer ourselves up as educators, lecturers. We've put other smaller events together in the past.
So, like, if my kid is misbehaving and I'm like, he needs a lecture, JR, can you take this?
I sure can.
Sweet. Go on.
I got Coral's kids in line.
Yes, that is absolutely true.
I found the best way to get kids in line is tell them there's ice cream on the other end.
Yes, but the cake is a lie.
If you can get these handcuffs off in under 5 minutes, there's ice cream at the end. I'll be back. Leaves room.
So we save that for the third date. Go on.
But anyway, so my involvement with the steampunk event at the Radisson.
Yes.
Where to begin? With the previous events, I have been a performer, a content creator. I have been a volunteer. I was there at the Radisson at the very, very first event that they held there over 10 years ago. I am a local Piscataway resident. Like, I hauled lumber there for the very, very first Midway.
So have you ever eaten at the meat market?
What's that?
Have you ever had lunch or dinner at the meat market? It's a deli turned restaurant. It's local to
Do
me.
you mean Joe's Meat
That
Market?
would be it. Yes, that'd be it.
Joe's Meat Market makes a mean pork roll, egg, and cheese a mile high.
Everything.
That is the best place out there.
Okay, so we plugged a local business just because it was awesome. Go on.
That's no problem. I love that place. But yeah, I've been a local, I'm a local Piscataway resident, and I've been doing everything I can from where I was to try and help these events from the very, very beginning. These people are my friends. These people are my family, like my chosen family. And it was about 2 years ago that I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And we all know the healthcare system around here is broken. I was left with no other choice but to take to the internet with a GoFundMe page, and I had to essentially beg for my life on the internet. And it was the community that surrounds these events standing up and taking care of me that kept a malignant tumor from closing off my airway. If it wasn't for everybody out there, I wouldn't be here right now. So when everything hit the fan back in January and the way everything spiraled out of control, when I saw it posted online that, hey, we at the Radisson are trying to put together a grassroots community-run event, I figured, what the heck? I owe the community my life at this point.
You have roots there, and you know about grass.
Exactly.
You're a good man.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So anyway, it was when I saw the call from Sonny, like, hey, we need some people to step up and try and put this thing together.
Real quick?
I was one of the first to, flick my hat into the ring. And a week and a half later, 2 weeks, however long it's been.
So let me interrupt real quick.
Here we are.
Sycophant, when you hit the road, you could pull up the Twitch app and listen as you drive if you like. I know you can't comment, but yeah. Oh, you already said that. Never mind. I read the first half. I'm like, oh, let me keep.
See how much you pay attention.
And by the way, thank you so much to Alternative XP for subscribing with the Twitch Prime, which if you have Amazon Prime and link it to your Twitch account, you can subscribe, cost you no money, throws a couple bucks our way. We really appreciate that.
And
I had reached the end of my story. So.
I was just watching Coral. Coral is going to have a magic hand to bring a drink, I think. I'm not sure.
No, it was more like I have to tell my IT guy what the code was that they just sent to my phone.
Gotcha. Okay. It's I love it when people have like the magic hand. I'll just suddenly see a hand reach in and hand them something to drink, and then you hear pitter patter out of the room. I'm like, it's the magic hand. It's everybody. So okay.
IT guy's name is IT guy now, just so you know, Coral.
Yes,
just
absolutely.
Like the kids were Hench 1 and Hench 2, his name is IT guy. It's his supervillain name.
It totally is.
That's how they.
And now I know why we have henchmen.
Ivy, yours won't link. Ivy, if you want afterwards, after the show, when we're not interrupting this, let me know. We could try to walk you through that and get you set up with that. It's but anyhow, moving on with your event. Now we know with Steampunk World's Fair there was certain vendors, there was certain acts, musical and otherwise, set up. Who do you guys have that would be recognized from the previous show that no longer exists? I know you have Montague, Jacques, Fromage. Is that correct? Will he be there?
That is absolutely correct.
Victor and the Bully.
We also have Victor and the Bully that are going to be joining us as well. We have local steampunk favorites, a Halo called Fred. They have been, at these events for years as well. We have the Dust Bowl Fairies that are coming out and joining us for Friday night. JP McClendon, who is a speaker, an actor, etc., does a lot of events at these things. He'll be joining us. Covalence Dance Project is going to be there as well. One of the other big names that at least folks up here in the Northeast are going to recognize is thanks to a couple of really, really wonderful patrons out there, we are actually going to be featuring Hubris, which is a fire performance art troupe, Saturday night. And they've always been one of the really, really big, really fun shows at these events. We're going to be having a Saturday night speakeasy dance party with Faith in the Glitch.
Wonderful.
I, of course, will be there as, Karnevil, performing all of our normal stuff with my partner, Gypsy, including our Wild West Whip show and a whole bunch of the other panels and lectures that we do. And then there's a couple of other folks that are going to be joining us that aren't exactly regulars to these events. They're just performers that reached out and said, hey, I've seen what's going on. I have that weekend free, because being a month out, having a weekend free, that's really rare with performers. But I've had a few folks that have reached out, like Mike OJ, who is a magician from the New England scene, who wants to come down, and he basically said, I will donate as many performances as you are willing to let me have. And I'm really excited. He's actually redesigning his entire show to be more steampunk for this weekend. Things involving tiny cogs and appearing little robots and things like that. I'm really excited to see what he brings.
It sounds like...
And it might also be worth mentioning that he is, if we can get it together and sell tickets for it, he is also offered to perform a dinner show for it.
Yeah, he is actually going to be doing a table-to-table dinner magic show, which, from what I know of Mike, that's kind of his shtick. Mm-hmm. He's a very, very young magician, but that's been what he's been doing for about 5 years in restaurants. Mm-hmm. So, now, I believe it's going to be quite awesome.
Do you also want to name drop some of these other folks that will be there? Shall I start? I don't want to step on toes or announce anything prematurely, but we were discussing people before we went on air, people that would be involved in the auction. Are they showing up?
Yes.
Do you want to mention them?
That's something I'm really excited about.
Coral.
Yeah, Coral gets to talk. You go.
This is your department.
I'm actually really excited about this because this is how I started. I ended up being the vendor coordinator, was because I know Thomas Williford, and he is an amazing gentleman, and he is just the coolest guy. And so when all of this was going down, I said, well, you know what? Let me reach out to Thomas and see if he would be willing to have anything to do with this. And I called him up, and he said, oh my God, yes. I will be there. I will bring all of my things. Tell everyone I'm bringing everything. I'm bringing the steampunk Iron Man suit. I am bringing... he just built a Fallout 4 Vespa. He's bringing the amazing and beautiful and talented Amy Wilder with him. And he even said, you know what? Let everybody know I'm going to debut an entirely new product. And it will only be debuted there, and it's going to be exciting. And I was like, oh my God, thank you,
Is it a
Thomas.
beard conditioner?
I said,
I'm just curious.
You know what? I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm excited for it. And he said it'll be family friendly, which is always a good thing.
JR?
And then,
yes,
you're trying to add something.
I was going to say, didn't he build that Vespa with not only the blessing but the help of Bethesda?
Oh yeah. No, he has a direct contact with Bethesda, and he went in and got all of his specs and everything correct to the game. So.
No.
But so then I was talking to him, and I said, oh, well, if we did panels or something, would you be interested? And he said, oh my God, yes, give me all of the panels. I will come. I will do panels. I will read my kids' book. I will do all of it. And so that kind of really got everybody excited. And that's how I started vendor coordinating, was because I wanted to, make sure his table was set up and everything. And from there, Mickey Flint reached out to us and said, you guys are doing this and you're amazing. And I love you. Let me help any way I can. But he had no desire to take over the event. He just wanted to come in and give us advice and, be really helpful, because he didn't want to see the event fall to shambles or see us get screwed over.
Right.
So he came in and he was like, hey, any advice you guys need, I got you. And I said, well, we've got Thomas. I'd love to have more makers come. And he said, oh, I know everybody. I can call everyone. It's fine. And he did. He reached out, and he's bringing in Steampunk Eddie. Mm-hmm. He contacted Dave Lee, and then I'm not sure if Mickey reached out to Wheeler Stone or Wheeler Stone reached out to me, but Wheeler Stone has been another one who has been a really important player in getting everything set up because Wheeler has his own event, Key City in Maryland in August. And he had also organized a benefit for the vendors who were displaced by the
Void
disaster. And and so that's happening in the end of May 19th. And so he reached out and he said, well, what can I help you guys with anything? And he said the same thing Mickey said. We don't want to take over the event. We just want to, help you guys with any advice you need. And Wheeler's been a huge cheerleader for me personally. He's sent me a lot of messages, and just told me that, hey, you guys can do this. It's fantastic. The community's behind you. So we now have this massive maker panel that we are doing on Saturday. I believe it's going to be like midday Saturday. And we have these 6 incredibly larger than life makers coming, and they're all going to sit on a panel together. So I'm really excited to see where that goes.
Definitely good times there. It's community has always been the amazing thing about the steampunk environment. It's been the thing that makes a difference for me is the people around us.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else do we have? So we know what's going on. Now all this costs, if I show up and want to walk through the door, all of this costs me?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
There we go. Free
I
event
like that price.
Free event for the public. Now, do you need more performers? Can people still reach out to do shows, music, etc.?
I have a little bit of space left that I am trying to fill, so people are welcome to reach out, but I need folks to understand if you're reaching out, this is a volunteer event. Because we are not charging admission, we don't really have a budget, so to speak. So if folks are coming out, they are more than welcome to drop me a line on Facebook. They can drop me a line at Karnevil Corps, C-O-R-P-S, like Marine Corps, Karnevil Corps @gmail.com, and I will try to get back to them. But yeah, because this is completely volunteer, folks need to understand that we can't pay you.
Now, what about
you are
vendors?
welcome to sell merch. You are What was that, Travis?
What about vendors also? Do you need more vendors, and what's the situation with that? Do they pay? Is it free? What's going on there?
Coral?
Well, the short answer is yes, we need more vendors. Very specifically, I would like to get in touch with any vendors that were supposed to vend that weekend at any other event that no longer have a home, and let them know they have a home at our event. It's been very hard to reach out to people and get them to understand that, yes, there is an event going on. Yes, it is a safe event. And on top of that, we are not asking vendors for excessive vending fees. Right now, what we have going on is we have first floor vendor room. So that is vending out of one of the hotel rooms on the first floor,
Right.
and it is $149 a night.
That's
exactly
for the room.
same price as. Yes, that's exactly the same price as renting booking a room for the night. So
Right.
those rooms are $149 a night, and there is no charge to vend from them.
In other words, you pay
None
for your room,
whatsoever.
you can vend out of your room, and I believe there's one more cool thing about that situation.
Yes. Normally, the hotel will charge people $150 to remove the bed from the room. They have waived that fee. So if you want to come and vend out of a first floor room and you need the space so you can't have the bed in there, they will remove the bed for free. So essentially, anybody who comes and vends out of a first floor room is doing so for the same price it would cost to book a room in our room block.
Now, let me ask you, if they're in the vending room, are you doing outside vending this year?
We are, yes.
Okay, but that's kind of overflow vending from what I understand. Am I correct on that?
Well, kind of. So basically, beyond the vendor rooms, we are also offering vendor spaces. It is a 10 by 10 space,
Right.
and we offer one table and 2 chairs.
Good. And what's
it
that
is
cost?
$10 for the weekend.
Wow. Okay.
So that's yeah.
See, saying non-exorbitant prices, that you really undersold it there. that is much less than not exorbitant. That's almost a gift. When you spend that much on a cup of
you
coffee.
can't vend at a church fair for that price.
Right.
So we've had a couple of people reach out and say, well, what if I want multiple spaces, but I don't need the tables? You can have as many tables as you want, and as many spaces as you want, assuming you can use them. Obviously, we're not looking for anybody to come and book 10 spaces and have one table and nothing else with them.
Right.
But I know a couple of vendors have reached out and said, I really need 4 tables, or I really need, 30 feet worth of space. And I can say, yes, we can do that. That's not a problem.
May I suggest something which may or may not work for you? So throw it out the door if it doesn't work at all. A lot of the things I see around here, the events, people reach out to their local animal shelter or animal rescue and offer them a space outside where they'll bring dogs and cats. Now, I realize some people travel to World's Fair, but if you're looking for more to fit in there, and it's a charity type situation there also where you're helping out local community, animals, etc. Just a thought if you're looking for something else to add.
Actually, JR and I spoke about this just last Thursday. We had talked about the fact that the previous year's event, there was somebody had kittens with them. And it was just this huge hit. Everybody wanted to see the kittens. And so JR and I were speaking about possibly bringing in a cat rescue. Yeah. Because, steampunk, cats, it just all goes together.
It does.
So we were thinking that it might be a good way to reach out.
The one issue that we've been having, and we've been waiting to hear back from Sunny on this, is the Radisson is not a pet-friendly hotel.
Right.
So we've been waiting to hear back on whether or not this is something we actually can do.
Yeah, it's mentioned the outdoor space, and also if it's a local thing, they probably won't be staying in the hotel. They'll be going back and putting the cats back where they keep them. Andrea?
If there is a vendor looking to vend there, how do they contact you?
Right now, we have been conducting the vast majority of all of our business through Facebook, just because it's very easy.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to reach out to me on Facebook, I'm as Cordelia Quinn. I am on all 3 of the current Facebook pages. So if anybody needs to find me, that's a possibility. Another option is anybody can email me personally. My email is coral, CORAL.Rousseau, ROUSSEAU @gmail.com.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to type this in the chat. So CORAL.
Yep.
Dot
ROU.
ROU.
SS. EAU.
EAU. At, what is it at?
gmail.com.
Okay.
I also put your screen name on Facebook. I've typed that out for everyone so they could see that. And
all right, fantastic.
I have the Facebook group right here. Andrea, have you already posted the Facebook group, or shall I do it?
I have.
Well, real quick, just before that happens, just so everybody knows, it has been an overwhelming concern of the communities that there are 3 Facebook pages out there. So as of now, since we're going to be announcing the official name of the event, we have discussed limiting that back down to 1 Facebook page that is going to be official. And that is going to be, it is currently listed as Steampunk Piscataway Event 2018. And that was the page that was started by the Radisson. This is a business page, and that is where all the official announcements are going to be. That's where all of our updates are going to be. There's currently a group, which unfortunately has caused some misinformation, because anybody can post to a group. So a couple of people have jumped on and said, hey, I will be there vending. And I go, I have no idea who that person is. Or they go, oh, I'm doing panels. And Gypsy looks at us and goes, I don't know that person. Yeah, exactly.
If it doesn't come from the horse's mouth, don't buy what they're selling. And if you think you're going to be there and you haven't talked to the horse, go to the that sounds ugly. That's a horrible parallel. Now,
speaking to the horse.
Yes, that's right. Talk to the horse. Just talk to the front, not the back. JR, which end of the costume are you wearing, buddy?
Oh, I think we all know. It's fine.
Now, I understand you had a poll for the name of your event. Is that correct? And has anything come out of that poll? I know some people in the chat are all excited about it.
Phrasing.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Did I get the drum roll ready?
Let's see, you want somebody with rhythm or you want me to do it?
We can do that on Stream Elements.
There we go. Do we have
There
a
we
drum roll?
go.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I don't think we
gotta
have a
get
drum
to
roll. We
it.
got applause.
We do. We do, actually. I think sorry,
All right,
internet issues.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
I will let you do it, JR.
I could do a countdown.
Okay.
You could say it in unison so nobody understands what either of you said.
No, we're just going to make JR do this. It's so
Okay.
much better that way.
JR, you're
Okay,
your best
cool.
Karnevil announcement voice. Go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, fans, fiends, and foes, and other fantastic folks of the internet, the winner by a mile for the Steampunk event Piscataway 2018 name poll is the C.O.G.S. Expo.
C.O.G.S. Expo. Now, hold on a second. I am going to go change that right now on the advertising scroll.
We got applause.
Get the real one up there.
Just in case anybody listening wasn't part of the poll and doesn't know what that means, we didn't pick C.O.G.S. just because it's a steampunk event. C.O.G.S. actually stands for something. It stands for Community Organized Gathering of Steampunks. And that's so accurate to what's going on because it really is the community that's running this event.
It is. It is. And I love the acronym there. It's first of all, it's simple. And it makes sense. And then also it mentions the community and how everybody's pulled together. And that was one of the reasons when I first saw that in the poll, I went, that's a great name. So.
And then I just wanted to throw out one other thing because we were talking about the different Facebook pages and the fact that this is a community event and we do need community help. There is a Facebook page out there listed as the volunteer page. That page isn't currently, no one on the committee has any contact with that page. Unfortunately, we have almost nothing to do with it. So we are finding that people who have posted on that page are getting lost. And they're coming to the other pages going, well, I don't understand. Why are there 3 pages? I'm trying to get in contact with people. So as of now that we are officially C.O.G.S. Expo, we are going to be moving the vast majority of everything we do to the Facebook page, which will be renamed here as soon as I'm off the broadcast to C.O.G.S. Expo. And that is the Radisson's page. This is the page that was started by Sunny at the Radisson. It is our official page. And then all other announcements and all other communication can be handled through our website at cogsexpo.com. We have a .com. We're official. Woo!
IT guy superpowers!
Activated!
And I am changing the name of our broadcast right now. It's not It's not working with me. Silly Twitch.
Well, that's how technology is.
It is, isn't it? It's very persnickety. Which is what I always thought
Oh, I
when I
love
heard
that
the name.
word.
Yeah, it goes with
My technological ineptitude the past couple of days. It's been amusing for her, I think.
It has gone above and beyond.
A little bit.
I'll keep trying to change it. So, let's see. Did we get all the pertinent and upfront information that we needed? Are we good? What else did we miss?
No, we have not talked about booking rooms.
Okay, please go.
That is hugely important to us right now. That is literally what everything we are doing hinges on, is that we need people who are interested in this to book rooms at the Radisson Piscataway in our room block. Unfortunately, people who were booked into the hotel for the prior event either are keeping their room saying, oh, well, I'm going to go to the new event anyway, or they're saying, or they don't even know. There are people out there who have absolutely no idea what's going on. And because of this, any rooms in that block don't count towards our event. So the deal we have with the hotel is that as rooms are booked, and they are $149 a night, as rooms are booked, of that booking rate, we get $10 for each room. And not we, as in like the committee, we aren't getting paid. We don't get anything personally. That money is going to pay off AV costs, which are kind of the big deal for us right now. And then anything left over will be given to the performers. because really the performers are coming out and they're doing this for free. Many of them are incurring really large costs to come and do this for us, but they're doing it anyway, just because they love us. So in addition to that, the other thing is, as we book more rooms under our event, we have negotiated with the hotel that at certain amount of rooms, there will be a certain number of rooms available to us to use for event necessity. So things like, we're going to need a room for security. There are a few performers who are coming in, again, performing absolutely for free out of the kindness of their hearts, but they're coming in from out of town or out of state or out of the country. And if we could just give them a room to stay in, that would be huge.
So what you're saying is, first of all, if you have a room and you booked it previously, way back when, call the hotel, just adjust it. It's a simple matter of telling them, oh, I'm with them. Is that correct?
Yes, it is literally that correct.
Okay.
It may also behoove people to know that you can't do any of this booking online at all whatsoever. It's going to tell you that the hotel's booked out. It is not.
You have a phone number?
And we can get
if
that.
somebody can grab the phone number, we'll drop it in the chat for everyone. And also, what she's saying, guys, is the more you support this event, the more the event can support the people that showed up for free just to support the community. They're not walking away with $1 left when they're done. They're supporting their performers, their security, their tech, all this stuff that's coming out of their pocket. Maybe it could be paid for by everybody showing up. And the way this is happening largely is because the hotel is like, oh, you have that many more? We're giving this much back to you because you have that many more people. So by just showing up to a free event, you're paying for the event to happen just by showing up.
Exactly.
Tell your friends, spread it around. Anybody you think that might have been going, or if you're in a broad spectrum group, drop the info. Drop the link to the show. Drop the link to their website, which the website is now live thanks to your IT guy.
Yay!
And there's a number. Thank you, Ivy, for posting it. And
did she post the number directly to the Radisson, or did she post the 800 number?
980.
That is the number directly to the Radisson. You can book through them. If you call and there is any confusion, call the 800 number, because the 800 number knows what's going on as well.
Hold on just a second. I've got to check something here. Andrew, you said the banner is on your head. Which banner are you talking about?
That was when the show started.
Oh,
you moved it.
See, I don't check my phone, but I check it in the middle just in case somebody sent an emergency thing. I'm all caught up now.
And just so you know, I am on my phone, posting to Twitter and Instagram and all the social media, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm just promoting you.
She's not playing her favorite video game with kitties or Sims. It's okay. So, sorry to interrupt, Coral. What else did you have to add to that? Hotel information, goodies you're getting by people just showing up and walking through the door for a fun, free weekend, minus hotel costs for them.
Yes.
That's something we always pay,
exactly.
Though. So, yeah, that's part of the deal.
I think that pretty much covers as far as the rooms, but booking rooms is the big. Oh, that's the other thing that people may not realize. So other conventions in the area, other conventions that have been held in the same like theme, category, etc. Most people are used to showing up and the hotel is closed for the event, because the event takes over the entire hotel and everybody's walking around their costumes. So the hotel's usually closed for events like this. However, because the hotel is doing this for free for us, they are doing this out of the kindness of their hearts. If we don't fill our room block, the hotel will have to open to the public. That changes some things for us. There are some things we cannot do in like the main areas or the open areas if we are open to the hotel, if we are open to the public, because at which point it's no longer a private event. So that's something to think about. We are currently at 27 rooms, and we have to fill our block of 60 to keep the hotel private. And I have talked to Sonny, and I'm under the impression that if he does have to open the hotel, he's going to be doing it next week. So we've only got a week to really book those rooms. But I do know there's still quite a few people booked in the old block. So if we can just reach out to the people in the old block and say, hey, switch over, that would be enough to fill our block.
Yeah, call that number, get them to switch over. This is where the community is going to help you guys, because this show is not going to reach everybody that booked a room. This show is not going to reach everybody that wants to go, everybody that was upset about what went on before. You guys are. It's going to be you guys reaching out in the groups, etc. And keep in mind, there was a reason we put this on VIP, which is our first virtual international pub broadcast here. It's because people are coming from across the world. They're coming out of the UK. Jenny, you're coming from, I don't want to say the wrong country. You can say it. There are people from all over the world coming, guys. Let them know, especially all across the US, put it on your page, put it in your groups, message your friends. And if they're like, well, I'm not going, go, well, here's your chance to get in for free. Just get your hotel room. Fill that block. We could do that.
Instagram, and Twitter, and hashtag C.O.G.S Expo, so everybody can find the information just by a hashtag.
That's a great thing. If you guys aren't familiar with hashtags are search words. They're search keys. So hashtag C.O.G.S with an S, Expo. Make it explode. Go make it trend. Put it on everything and let people find it and get it out there. And don't forget, I hate to say this, I hate to bring up past things, but you might also want to hashtag SPWF, because people that are still looking for that news to find out what happened or to be angry about it or whatever reason, if you hashtag that, they're going to find your post about C.O.G.S Expo. Okay? So I realize that's a scab you don't want to pick, but it is a way to get the information out there to other people that still don't realize what happened.
There's people that don't care about the politics. They just want to go and have fun, and they would be happy to go to this event.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So I think that's the technicals. What else you got, Coral or JR?
That is really about Coral. Are we still looking for volunteers?
Good.
Oh yes, that is a huge area right now, because like I said, that page on Facebook hasn't it's returned some fantastic ideas, just not a ton of actual bodies. Exactly. So we need the bodies. So if people want to reach out to us on the actual Facebook page of Radisson, the page the Radisson created of Steampunk Piscataway Event 2018, which is what it says right now.
Yeah, there you go, JR. Go say that again.
Soon to be C.O.G.S Expo 2018.
Yep. Right, so you'll be able to look for that. Now, this might be premature. Is this something, if this works out well, are you guys open to doing it again next year?
Ask us May 7th.
Yes, exactly.
No, don't ask May 7th. Ask May 14th. Give them a week. Let it settle in. Give them a week, and then check back then. They didn't say no, guys. That's something.
That discussion, but we're promising nothing.
Good answer. Very smart. Yes. Let's see how it is a week after, because you need that week to recover without dealing with whatever's next.
Yes.
A week later, I'm going to be in Watch City.
There you go.
And I'll be attending as a guest.
Yeah. Now, which city did you say?
Watch City in Waltham, Massachusetts.
Okay.
That is Karnevil's next scheduled appearance after the C.O.G.S Expo. It is literally the weekend after.
And let me check this, because you said Key City is that the 12th, the weekend of the 12th, the weekend after yours?
After that.
Okay, so what week after that?
After Watch City.
Okay, so
hold on though. No, Key City is their benefit for the vendors is the 19th. Their actual festival isn't until August.
Okay. Look, guys, we got steampunk all across May is what I'm telling you. So, and even if you're not making it, let people know. Let the community know. Some of us only can choose one. It has to be the closest one, or some of us love the people that go to one con. Talk it up and share it around. Yeah. This is what we do. We recycle, reuse, and repurpose. and that's what this is growing out of. So now, in about 8 minutes, I have planned to bring Monty and Victor and the bully on. If you guys want me to do it early, if we're done with stuff, I'll poke them and see if they're ready. Otherwise, I'll wait till the top of the hour.
Well, we could always talk about some of the non-performer things we have going on, or I could tell people some of the vendors that are going to be with us.
Do both.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, I can let you know that right now I've got several vendors confirmed. Obviously, Thomas, Williford, Wheeler Stone, Dave Lee, Mickey Flint are all going to be there. One of the first vendors to reach out to me was Carrie Ann from Mechanical Meow. Mm-hmm. My God, I love her. She is so awesome.
She has been a huge help. Us to help you.
Is she?
Yeah.
She is amazing. She has been on every webpage, on every website, on every bit of social media, letting people know that this event is happening, rallying people to our cause, trying to get us in contact with vendors who we don't know we're supposed to have something going on that weekend. So she has been amazing.
When promoting the show, I want everybody to ask themselves, WWKAD, what would Carrie Ann do?
Yes, exactly. What would Carrie Ann do? And I'll tell you right now, she would do everything, always, because she's amazing. She has been absolutely wonderful, and she's one of the first people to reach out to me and say, yes, I have to book a room to vend, and what can I do? So she has been absolutely wonderful. I know we're going to have Roguish Rabbit is also going to be room vending, as well as, Big Bear Clothing is actually coming out. They have... I've been told that they have not been doing any vending or anything. They're coming out of retirement for us to room vend. They've actually booked 2 rooms, so they're bringing a ton of stuff. It should be a lot of fun to see what they're bringing out. And since they don't do events, this is going to be something completely new that people haven't seen in a while. Nice. We have Airship Dark Lords coming, and they have so much incredible stuff. And one of my favorite vendors in the whole wide world is coming. We have Solstice Born Pottery. The gentleman who runs it, his name is Wolf. His pottery is the greatest in the whole wide world, and he is the greatest person. I know he will be out at our dance parties and our events, and he is just such a love and such a great person. I'm so glad he's coming out. In addition, we have Palm Reader coming in, palm reading by Shannon. We have Goth Faye. As They Sew in France is actually going to be coming. They can't make the whole weekend, but they said they don't care if they can make the whole weekend or not. They have to be there to support us. So.
And Steampunk Funk Bazaar, who's Monty, says Big Bear is coming out of hibernation. And let's not forget, Ivy will be there doing massage. Am I correct in that?
She'll be doing a little bit of massage, but she won't be doing a ton just because she is our head of security.
Oh!
And she is amazing.
That's great. And hey, Skipper, glad that you could bounce in here. Okay, so who else do we have? Keep going down your list.
Let's see. We have Pendragon Costumes are coming in. We have Blonde Swan.
Oh, nice.
They are also room vending. We are currently in talks with Tea and Absinthe. Mm-hmm. I would love for them to come out. They are such a well-respected vendor, and I know that they were among the vendors that were hurt in the whole debacle, and I would love for them to come out and them to see that the community loves them and supports them and wants them to be with us. There's a few more vendors I have to reach out to, but that's just some of who we have coming in. Oh, and the Devil's Darkroom will be with us again this year. They will be doing their tintype photography in the courtyard, and we're giving them the gazebo if they would like it for their photography.
Very good.
So that should be really awesome.
A quick hello to Jean. Thanks for joining us. I believe straight out of the UK. And Ivy says, either way, you catch my hands, whether as security or massage. So
I love her so much.
Yes. I look forward to meeting her one day. She seems adorable.
I look forward to catching those hands. I mean, sorry.
I just tweeted and Instagrammed everywhere with C.O.G.S Expo and hashtag, so you should be able to be found.
Start the trending, guys. Start the trending.
Yeah. Start doing it.
And then as for things that we have going on that aren't strictly performance or panel or anything like that, one of the things we've talked about doing is doing a silent auction of things that have been donated to us. And then all of the proceeds from the auction would go directly to offset any out-of-pocket costs and the performers who have come out to be with us.
Very good. Now, I'm not trying to step on toes here, but keep in mind, if everybody gets there and everybody says 4 o'clock in the restaurant, we're doing a tea, things like that can happen also. Being community-driven. Go ahead.
Speaking of tea, I cannot believe I didn't bring this up sooner. The ladies from the Hudson Valley Steampunk Society, Dolly and Bertie, have stepped up to be our food and beverage coordinators. And my God, those ladies are amazing. They have stepped up. They are going to run a high tea. They are going to run tea dueling, and they're in talks with the hotel for the potential of putting on a dinner. It will be a paid-for dinner, and one of the conditions of that is we will have to sell 30.
You have to pay extra for it.
Yeah, it would just be a ticketed dinner.
Gotcha.
And we will have to sell 35 tickets before the event happens in order for the dinner to take place. So that's kind of where we're at with that, just because we have to show that there's an interest for the hotel to bring in the specialty food to do it.
And if I remember correctly from your live stream, that's something that Sonny is willing to work till the very last week, as long as he knows before the last week is, and you're heading into the actual production. If you guys pre-purchase your tickets or pre-purchase tickets, let them know that they're interested so you have a tally. How's that working?
Right now, if people could let us know they're interested, we would rather, this is going to sound strange, but we would rather take in as little physical money as possible because we don't want people to think we're taking their money.
I like
people
that
have
answer.
had enough. People have had enough of their money being taken. So if people would be willing to reach out to me and say, oh, there's a dinner going on and it's going to have a fantastic magic show and it's not going to be scheduled during any of the main performances, so I don't have to worry about missing anything. Yeah, sign me up. As long as I know we are going to have 35 ticketed people interested, I can go ahead and set that up so that people can purchase their tickets and we can go through and we can have the menu set. Just to be fair, Dolly and Bertie have not met with the coordinator of the hotel. The hotel was actually, most of the staff was on training this week.
Very good. And Dolly is in the house, by the way, listening and comment. And
we love you, Dolly.
And your tech guy, IT guy, says currently trying to set up ticketing system online, looking at the logistics. Yes, Andrea?
When you're done, I have something to say to them.
Or at least a reservation system so we can get an idea of the count, which is great. And Jean, Mamina, hello. Thank you for joining us. Glad to see you could take time out in the middle of the day. I know you're probably at work. And, okay, go on.
Okay, I know some of you guys on here want to talk to each other and you may not be friends on Facebook. Well, if you go down to the chat or you click on the name of the person you want to chat with, it should come up with Whisper. That means you can talk to them directly and not in the chat for everybody. So if that helps, so you don't have to leave the conversation.
Shall I bring the entertainers into the chat, or do you want to say a little more before I drag those three in here and make everything amusing and, well, you know how they are. Coral, do you have anything else to add?
I'm good. I think we covered everything.
Okay.
Oh, just the last thing is just there's going to be another committee meeting at the Radisson on Thursday the 12th. This is probably not going to be a meeting people are going to want to physically attend. Really, what it's going to be for is it's going to be all the heads sitting around a table saying, hey, guys, this is what we've done. This is what we have coming. This is what we have confirmed. These are how many volunteers each of us need specifically. And then we will be fielding questions off of the live stream, just like we did with our first meeting.
Very good. So you will have a live stream for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We're trying to do as much of this in front of everybody as we can.
You keep talking. I'm going to add some folks in, and they can jump in as they see fit. So let's see. We got there 1, 2, and then let's see if I can get us a third person here. Nope, that's not them. What is he labeled as? Oh, there he is. I see him. Okay. So let me add them. Gentlemen, if you're watching the stream, make sure you check your Skype so you can join in. And then I'll adjust the screen appropriately. There's one. Oop. There's one. There's Victor of the Victor and the Bully group.
Hello!
Hello.
Hi!
You alright?
Now,
Oh, God, everyone's here.
Shame.
Jesus. Hello. Oh, there's yeah, I can't. Yeah, am I actually on here?
You need to turn your camera on, Harry.
Oh, I haven't got my video on yet.
No, we don't see you.
Hold on.
Click the little camera icon on the bottom. He is. Is that a smoking jacket or a robe? What are you wearing there, Victor?
There we go.
This is the skin of some exotic people I found. It's a robe, I think.
Hey, here's to the technical people that make it happen. Here's to the entertainers that make it memorable.
Here.
Yeah.
Am I coming in loud and clear? Because I keep getting loads of stuttering.
You're doing fine as far as I can tell from this side. Monty, say hello. Make sure we can hear you.
Yeah. Hello, Monty.
There we go. I like your
hello.
Thank you.
Oh, he's up there.
Thank you.
I can only see 4 people on my screen, and then Monty's just like a little dot up here.
Right. I'm just a little dot anyway. Yes, definitely.
You can swap them around. That's pretty cool.
Actually, I have to kill something here first.
Ooh, pick me.
Hey, Ivy, you can fangirl all you want. It's okay.
Am I still there?
You are. You've done well.
Okay.
So far.
So far.
Yeah.
Of course, now I have to.
Far.
By the way, while you're adjusting that, I want to give a quick shout out to Sir Skipper in our chat here,
go ahead.
who just sent me 4 microphones, cables, and stands, so when we do live shows, we're able to do it better, bigger, better, and not bother the event to give us equipment. So
here's to you, Skipper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn fine with you. Thank you so much.
Nice.
There we are. Oh, look, we're all lined up like little pigeons on the bottom.
Okay.
Usual suspects.
So much easier for target practice. Just bam, 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 right down the row.
It's like the Rogues Gallery, isn't it?
Oh, yes, definitely. Rogues are good.
They are. They're fun. There we go. Look at that group for everybody to hang out. This is why this is the virtual international
This is awesome.
pub. So,
am I streaming all right? Because I keep getting everyone like jippering and like.
That's your.
It's you, man. I think.
Yeah, you're good.
That's
you.
That's your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It's so dodgy and blighty.
Stop surfing porn
How
while on the show. I love.
How about me?
Yes,
Am I
you're gonna
okay?
share with
I can't make that promise.
Also, actually, if you have your phone on while you're Skyping, it's going to cause for echoes. Don't ask me why, but I usually have my phone and Skype, and they don't work together. They're incompatible.
There's times I've had my phone receive a message, and even though it's on silent, it'll give a little on the broadcast.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's one of those things. You got your crowd here. Ignore your phone. Turn it off. Move it to the other room.
Right.
Put it back in your pants.
Why is everybody so large and I'm so tiny here?
That's
Maybe if I sat closer to the camera like this, it would be better.
The way I have it on the broadcast, you're all equally sized.
Yeah, you're fine. It's because.
Well, size doesn't count.
It's because you want to see the other people instead of yourself. Usually.
Well, maybe not Monty.
I that's pushing it really to the edge, actually. I'm very modest about the whole thing. I know what you're doing.
We recommend you set up a mirror beside your computer so you can see yourself better.
Well, actually, the entire wall, to hell with just a mirror.
There we go.
What the heck?
So everybody
stop looking around. Nobody's taken anything, Harry. Just
right. I'm sending you a message, Travis.
Okay, I will look for it.
Everybody, smile for the camera. I'm putting this on Twitter.
Everybody snap a screenshot or whatever.
Got
it. Let's see.
Nice.
Okay. Now I do have. May I ask a techie? Oh, I know why it's not doing that, because I didn't click that. There we go. Okay. Now I've got the screen and messages both.
There we go.
Okay.
And I think Victor's going to drop out, and I'm going to re-add him. He wants to reconnect, possibly with a better connection. Then we can stare at his tattoos. He's got quite a few.
I'll message you when.
Yeah, bud. Quick, he's gone. What do you want to talk about? Him.
Is your cat
He
cat
looks like
barking?
shit. He looks like shit, and I hate him.
That is my cat barking, yes. I'm a cat guy, so my dogs don't bark, my cats do. I don't know who's got a
Harry,
dog.
Harry, you're wearing a tie. What is
No,
this?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not. No,
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 okay.
it looks like it. Lighting, I think.
At least not a
That's
necktie.
okay.
He might have something else tied.
You're just that dapper. You appear to be wearing a tie at all times.
It's rough in the shower.
Yeah, I mean, he looks so dapper, and then he picks his nose. It's just so uncool.
He wants to show both sides of his personality.
I see. Coral, it's good to see you. Hello, my dear.
Hi, Monty. How are you, darling?
I'm fine, hanging in.
Well, that's good.
You know, I mean, it's a nice enough day to hang out, but, you know, then the police come and take you away, so.
When you hang out. You gotta tuck that back in.
Yes. No, well, all these bells and chimes, you know.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of
are as
noises.
people follow
Because I'm
us.
tagging everybody.
Well, also,
Okay.
you
doing
guys
the
get to hear
tagging.
when people follow us. And Crocus Behemoth just followed us. Thank you for that follow. And when people cheer, you'll hear a little
Nice.
ting-a-ling going on there. And
Yep.
Let's bring
What?
that gentleman back in.
And
Add people. Go on.
Go.
can you wipe out my name?
Mm-hmm. Give me just a second. Let me do this over
Here.
here. That should. It's not showing on my screen, so it's not showing on the
It's
broadcast.
showing.
There we are.
A bit better? I think that's better.
Yes.
I don't know
Monty,
what.
if it doesn't show on Travis's screen, it won't show for everybody else.
Okie doke.
So yeah, you're okay.
Okay.
You're safe.
Okay, I'm in.
you go.
Unfortunately, I've got to hold
He's
my phone.
Betty says that to all the boys.
It's the sheep I'm worried about.
It's not just sheep, mate.
Ah,
The size as well.
large
Why
sheep
do you
are
think-
good.
Yeah, why do you think I've got a loft?
Aha. Is that like Lorna Loft or?
Oh yeah, shit. It's American. What do you call it?
No. Loft
Attic.
is good.
Attic.
No. Attics.
Attic.
Attics. Yeah, that's right. You're right. It is. Although we have loft. Attic.
Loft.
Right.
Lofts are generally a second story that's open onto the first floor that you could look down and throw things at people on the first floor.
Sort of like
Well,
like an indoor balcony.
Mm-hmm. There you go. But yes, we do have attics, and if you have an attic department, what we tend to think about here is dark, gloomy places where you store stuff and have cobwebs, and horror movies often take place in those.
Creepy.
Thank you, Gene. Here's to you for those
I
bits.
can't smoke inside, and Monty's got a bloody cigarette, and I haven't got a cigarette now.
I've got a pipe.
Oh, I just want to make an. Can I make an announcement?
And I've got my vape.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jean Mamana, for the cheers, for the bits. For those of you who don't know what bits are, if you go to the chat, there's a little triangle. You click on it. You can get bits by watching videos or spending money. Either way, you throw them at us, and it's real money to us.
Nice.
So
Just like
there
if
you
you're
go.
on Amazon Prime and you have attached it to your Twitch account, you can subscribe to us at no cost to you, and it gives us a little bit of something. Callum, Gene, the way you do it, Andrew, do you want to explain how to throw bits? I want to say you click on the triangle and then you click other things.
The little triangle in the message, and it will say, it'll say get bits. You click on that. You can either spend money or watch videos to get bits. Then you click on the icon and you tell how many bits you want to throw, and hit chat, and it sends it.
So just typing it, I think if you're going to type it, you have to put an exclamation, the word cheer, and then the number, no space. Is that correct?
No explanation point. You just type
No
cheer
explanation.
and your number.
But no space.
That's it. No space.
Okay, there you go. That should fix it up. Hold on, somebody's sending a message here. Yes, this is streaming the conversation. It's streaming the video, Monty, everything. And if you send me a message on Skype, I have to open up that part of the window, and everybody on Twitch gets to see what you wrote. So don't say anything nasty about them.
Send me a private message.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or via Facebook.
We can talk about it.
There we go. But
Yeah.
yes, there you go. Okay. You got it there, Callum Jean. I don't want to just say Jean because we have two Jeans right now. And actually, I met Callum Jean through Jean Rosnick while in New Jersey last year.
I met her in the hotel. Didn't know who she was, and we ended up at the same place. It was awesome.
She's babe. Jean Rosnick's babe.
Yeah. They're both sweethearts. I enjoyed spending time with both of them. And Jean Rosnick is a regular on our Monday night broadcast. Harry, where'd you go? Harry? There he is.
Here he is.
She's always hiding.
Stop touching that.
Like a ninja.
So this is a small example of what C.O.G.S. Expo is going to be like when you guys are there. You're going to have all these awesome people.
Chaos and insanity. Yes, this is what it's going to be.
Yes, it is.
But then that's the fun of it. Truly.
It is. We're going to make JR talk for a second. Okay, JR, go.
Okay. What
Very good.
Like
Thanks for talking.
Point?
Moving on.
You're really
beautiful,
kind.
man.
You're
That was
really
absolutely
kind to him.
beautiful.
And
Right.
hey to Steampunk Journal, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Steampunk. Is that going to be Grayson? Matt Grayson's son.
Matt Grayson. Yeah. Son.
We had a great weekend. We was at a Timequake at the weekend just gone. And Matt Grayson of the Steampunk Journal shared our hotel room with us.
How'd that go?
crazy.
Intentionally or otherwise?
Did you just wake up and there he was staring at you from the foot of the bed?
Probably too damn
Yeah.
cheap to get his own room. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah, well-
How are you?
Son.
Son.
So, yeah, that was fun.
He had options. He could either stay in your room or in his car boot.
Yeah,
Or did he drive in with someone else?
Hey, no, we managed to we got a family room. Harry and I stayed in bunk beds, and he stayed on the double bed. So we're good hosts.
You're
I think
definitely
it was very,
good
very
host.
selfish. I think it was very selfish of Matt to steal the double bed.
Yeah, he was out of order.
And he makes wonderful noises when he sleeps at night as well. I was sitting there listening to him.
Don't go into detail.
Did he keep patting the bed and making
We do
kissy
not want
noises?
to. We don't want to invoke nausea.
He makes very weird noises when he sleeps.
By the way,
I'm going to put my bow tie on for the sake of this.
You are
Steampunk-
going
Whoa!
down.
Steampunk Journal, feel free to post, if you're the person I'm thinking you are, feel free to post a link to the Twitch chat of your website if it is the Steampunk Journal I'm thinking of. If it's not, then
It is.
use your better... It is! Okay, good. Post it. I didn't want to get like the naked picture site again.
Yeah.
I-
Again.
Whoops. Again. Click the wrong button.
How can I stay in the Skype window and watch the show, or can I just
Well, you probably
go
want
back to the
just-
Twitch screen?
You can go back to the Twitch screen. I recommend you pause the Twitch broadcast and don't watch it there because it is 10 or 15 seconds behind us. It'll be very
That's
confusing.
so true.
And it will also
I'm just
pull
afraid
your bandwidth.
I'm afraid I'm missing something wonderful in the streaming chat that goes along with the Twitch screen.
What I would do if I were you is I would make your Skype screen only take up 2/3 of your computer screen and have the Twitch chat showing behind it.
What I do is I pull up Twitch. Are you doing this on a computer or phone?
Computer.
Okay, I have Twitch up on my computer, and then I have my Skype screen small enough over the picture on Twitch. So I can see the chat and then see us live.
Steampunk Journal, go ahead and link your website to Steampunk Journal. Let folks see that. You're here, you're hanging out with the community. You might as well expand however much you can because you're hanging out on the show. So,
Mama said we filled the glass. Is it filled?
Did we? Well, no, it looks
Did it bounce
good.
out?
We filled the glass last time.
We can do it again. Oh, I redeemed a toast.
We could do a toast. We could do a toast. Here's to the mates that you can hang out with, laugh at them, and laugh with them. Here's to you guys.
Cheers! Huzzah!
Let me get.
That just dripped in my eye.
Here we go. Yeah.
You're a horrible drinker.
Well,
man.
you shouldn't be. I shouldn't be down that low, Harry.
I'm not actually drinking tonight for a change.
What are you gonna do? Freeze it and eat it?
Probably.
Scotch pickles are wonderful.
I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to keep getting up to get my drink, so I've kind of got a mug of whiskey, so I can just pour it out into my cup to save me getting up to get a
That'll
drink.
work.
Let me ask a question. By the way, Dirty Freg, thanks for joining. Thanks for following. But they say VGS is watching too. Should I or would I be too invasive? I don't know what that means. Not too invasive.
What's
I know what that
VGS?
means. Are you asking to post a link to VGS or something along those lines? I'm okay. And also, if you have a Twitch streaming channel, feel free to host this by typing /host. I think that's how you do it. And then you'll host our channel on yours.
Yes.
So, and that way you're
This is all about community. So let's post our links and share everything and be a community and be awesome.
Community.
Oh,
yes.
Harry Victor, we found something for you, and we almost bought it for you so we could give it to you, but we probably won't see you for a while. It was a USB cord with the little devil emoji on it, and we thought of you guys. So, if the thought counts,
you could have put all your private pictures on it as well.
It's just a cord. It's not a drive. There you go. Victorian Gothic and Steampunk Magazine. Yes, link that for us, please, Dirty Greg.
Yes, link it.
I think it's freak, as in frequency, and also possibly play on words. I think so.
That's nasty.
Coral, JR, at this point in time, you see how it works. You got to just jump in and talk over us, or with us, or at
Especially
us.
them.
So don't hesitate to jump in. Now, do you want to talk a little bit about what these guys are doing at your event at C.O.G.S Expo?
Well, I believe tentatively now. I know I spoke with Monty for just a moment about it last night. We are talking about having them be part of a big Saturday night concert before the Speakeasy, but that is about all that we've hammered down right now because I'm waiting on some information from the hotel still.
Gotcha.
I suspect that Victor and the Bully probably might not have issue with a little bit of busking. Time is going to be tricky because we're coming in actually on Saturday midday, but I'm sure if there's time they wouldn't mind jumping out and beating a few people with a ukulele and a guitar.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of stuff we'll probably play a bit by ear. We don't really do acoustic. It's not really our forte.
You could do Baby Got Back.
That one.
I listened to that today.
So we could try. Oh, sorry about that.
No, I loved it.
Or you could do a walkabout.
Alternative. We have our first 2 Twitter followers.
Great.
For C.O.G.S Expo.
Damn,
awesome.
Bring them in.
I am going to go follow them right now. Now that you want to post a link up to your Twitter page, and we'll all go follow you. Those of us dally on Twitter. Going and looking up and adding you right now for Togs of the Tavern. See, I've converted.
Togs of the
we need
Tavern.
more
You're turning
conversion.
into a fashion show, are you?
We are. We are. Let's see here.
Get your link up there so we can do it. Oh, there we go.
Jenny, I can't see. Is Jenny still here?
I believe so. I think she is fangirling quietly in the background.
Okay.
Because
C.O.G.S Expo on Twitter, guys. Let's go follow. And everything gets quiet.
And they're following us and Victor and the Bully. Let me see if I can also do this. Let's see if I can find Monty on here.
I see there's a lot of hashtags for C.O.G.S Expo. Good job.
Yay.
I know I did a bunch of them.
want to share anything on our Sinners page, feel free to do that as well.
There we go. And I'm going to tweet. We're going to do.
And I'll tweet it out on mine and talk at the tavern, and we can have to get followers.
We're just getting all kinds of people here.
There we go. This is how we grow the community, isn't it, guys?
This is a great first show, guys.
Hoorah.
Let's see. Who else do I have
Because
here?
we're here.
Hey.
Jenny, if you're still there, just put something in the stream that says that you're here.
It says Jenny is on here.
Oh, she just
working on
popped up
stuff
now.
for Al's Cordelia, but still here. Yes. So
Okay.
there you go.
Hey, JR. Does Karnevil have a Twitter?
Nope.
Okay, not adding you then.
No, just hashtag. I've been hashtagging Karnevil, so they can be found.
Okay. Go on with Jenny there, Monty.
I've got a Twitter out there. I have no idea what it is.
I've got it. I've
got it. I've been tagging you and everything, Monty.
Okay, good. That shows you how often I look at Twitter, but they constantly pop up. Jenny, I'm going to ask you a generic question. You and I discussed something a night or so ago with regards to panels. May I just sort of talk that out right now?
There is the
She's
delay.
thinking.
Well, it will take a few seconds to hit her, a few seconds for her to reply, a few seconds for it to come.
No, I'm actually going cross-eyed here, but figuring it out rather quickly. I've got Skype in a little tiny window. I have Twitch as the major window, and I'm watching both streams coming and going, not to mention the movement, you know.
Crazy, right?
And it's all right. A little more absinthe and I'll be fine. It'll all look normal.
There we go.
Harry, you cut a magnificent profile, honest to Pete.
Oh.
Jenny says, go for it.
Okay, Jenny says, oh, go for it. Okay, Jenny and I were talking. If indeed there is a need or a desire, I will, and I am sure that Victor and the Bully will. She has been, for those of you that are just joining, doing some phenomenal characterizations, Avatar plus
beautiful work
of Victor and the Bully and myself. And Jenny and I were talking. She and I are potentially working on a couple of other side projects. However, if indeed there is an interest or a desire, we would be happy to sort of have an impromptu meet the artist, meet the models kind of chat with people that are at the con. And I don't know if Victor and the Bully will have time or not, but they're more than welcome to join.
We'll go wherever we're from.
Yeah, okay. we'll make time to do it.
we go wherever Monty tells us to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I'm not touching that.
You don't have to touch it. You just point. They go.
That's true. We have a marginally unholy alliance that we always just seem to ping off of each other so very well, you know. So yeah, definitely. If Jenny is up for it and the C.O.G.S. Expo is up for it, we would all sort of be happy to do that. So I'll throw that out there, and indeed, Coral, if you think it'll work. And Gypsy, I saw your name flash by here, so I know you're online or at least somewhere out there. And there is a panel slot available. We can jump in, or we can work the whole thing out. But just to let people know that there will be the opportunity to sort of get myself and now committed Victor and the Bully together in one little corner, even if it's for a Q&A, and we can introduce Jenny and, you know, do all sorts of fun things.
I'm envious of the art she's done for you guys. Yeah, it's beautiful
It's,
stuff.
it's,
Adorable.
it's amazing stuff. It really
great.
is.
There we go. And Jean Rosnick, Mamina, has put up her Twitter handle there. And Ivy says, "Oh, Victor and the Bully, I have a slot set aside for you guys for massage.
Yay!
You're free to use
Yeah,
it if you want."
count us in.
Yeah, I
Well,
had to
for that.
finish the whole message before you got too excited there.
Well, I went on Twitter and I told everybody to join Talk of the Tavern in the VIP crew and follow C.O.G.S Expo. And I tagged Monty, I tagged Victor and the Bully, so we're all good. You'll get all kinds of dings later.
Was I too subtle, Jenny, trying to, passively aggressively get one out of you there? I won't say no. It's adorable. You do great work.
Harry, you smoking? You shouldn't smoke indoors.
No, I'm not.
I'm telling your mum.
Matchstick. Oh, please don't. She's
I'm
already
telling
pissed
your
on me. Please don't. No!
I'm gonna ring her now.
Please don't. No!
My goodness, we're getting so vocal.
Oh, she hates me as it is, man. Just leave it out. Leave it out.
All right.
Just keep those checks coming in, that's all.
Yeah. Money, money, money.
I don't get any checks. Even next to my Twitter name, it doesn't have the check.
Oh.
I'll send you one.
You're not official. You're not official.
No, I'm not. I'm
You're so unofficial.
I'm underground, infamous instead of famous.
I don't think we still haven't got a tick next to our name yet, have we?
I don't know.
On our Facebook pages and stuff to mean that we're like what's it called? Not clarified.
Verified.
Is it clarified?
Verified.
Verified.
I have
verified.
next one
Sorry,
to the Talk of the Tavern pub and smoking lounge and publishing house, but not one on the actual Talk of the Tavern page, which is just the show.
So out of order.
Speaking
Makes me
of having
makes
half
me
a dozen
disgruntled.
pages,
Makes me upset.
Mm-hmm. Monty?
no, I was just sort of making a rhetorical statement.
Oh, okay.
No, Coral was mentioning about having 3 or 4 different pages, you know what I mean, associated with the event, and that was confusing, and I can totally understand it, and you've got 3 or 4 pages, and it's like, I don't know which one I'm going to listen to or watch, but I know it'll be one of them.
That's why we started focusing strictly on Twitch, because we were so spread out. We didn't know where to send people, let alone people looking to join in. So we're like, you know what? Let's narrow this down. This is why I'm fading back away from Facebook, because this is just, it's one place. Come join us.
And there will be an event to end all of Facebook events.
Yeah, so if all you guys
Hey.
are like, damn it, Travis, quit sending me Facebook events. Yeah, instead I've created a newsletter so you actually have to sign up as opposed to getting random stuff that you don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need another pipe. This is empty.
Well, we didn't go on a break. Instead, we brought in more people, and
We did.
I need to get more hot water for my teapot.
Okay.
So
Why don't you go
I'm
prep
gonna
some?
run away.
Coral J.R.,
So
you guys
so
have been on a while. Do you need a break?
we're on our own. Is that what you're saying?
Tea.
Yes,
Tea's good.
entertain everyone.
Yeah, time for a cuppa.
I listened to that song
Get naked.
years
They
earlier.
don't have they don't have cuppas in America. That's an unknown term.
I know
Animals.
that term. I do it
Absolute
all the
animals.
time.
Absolute animals.
Barbarians.
Yes,
Terrible.
So,
but
Coral,
we still won the war. I'm
Coral,
sorry.
You need to go to sleep.
Coral and J.R., are you guys okay, or do you need to step away for a minute and refill your drink or anything like that?
I'm golden.
Yeah, I'm fine. If I move, I will never get the camera back in place again. So.
Understand. Don't move.
And a wonderful camera it is, my dear. It's rendering you exquisitely.
And Gene Rosnick, thank you for that cheer. Do appreciate that.
Thank you, Monty.
Sorry, my one keeps moving about. What I was originally using it on, that we tested it with, isn't working. So now I'm using it on my phone, and that's why it's probably a bit shaky.
Just find a book to prop it on. You'll be all right.
You've got like a brand new phone, haven't you? And I'm using it on my phone, and mine's completely clear and no lag whatsoever.
That's
Well, maybe it's not.
all right.
Maybe it's not the phone. Maybe
Maybe
it's
it's just
Yeah.
Maybe it's just your face.
It's like
What do you want, a paper hat?
Yeah. It's just your ugly mug.
Certainly quirky.
absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna tell your mum you're smoking, so
I'm gonna tell
That's
your
all right.
mom.
She's watching.
She probably is. Yeah, I did tell her that
Take-
we was streaming, so she might be watching.
She's a good
Harry's-
woman.
Harry's mum's a bit of a MILF as well.
Terrible.
Do tell.
Oh God.
Nice. So if
Yeah.
he ever
No,
calls me
no.
daddy, I'll know why.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, what was her screen name? Let me say hello. Yeah, is she on my friends list?
You're way
I've got-
too much for my mum, Monty.
I've got a phone number if you want it.
Ah! No, you haven't. Have you?
Maybe.
I
See
can't
how
remember
you
if
are.
did or not. Can you just leave my mum alone, please?
I've got your dad's number too.
Oh, you can do whatever you want with my dad.
Anything.
Anything.
Is there an hourly rate, or is this just a first time's free thing?
No, it's all time
It's
free.
like a month's free trial. One whole month.
So if you
One
call me
whole
your
month,
other
and then
daddy, I'll
it's
know why.
Pretty much.
You're in your trial period.
right.
Yeah.
Don't say period.
Right.
Session.
He's got vouchers going out next week as well, so buy one get one free.
Anyway,
Anything.
Anyway.
enough about my parents.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Yes.
Just a little bit of creamer and then the rest coffee. Thank you.
Where is Gypsy? We need to see Gypsy.
Gypsy is, I believe, out cold in the other room. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can summon her.
Okay.
Or you could just bring the whole tablet with you and walk out there and show her sleeping. But that's probably
No,
not
no,
wise.
no. You don't want to do that.
She would beat
wrath
the holy hell out of him.
That's
I
for
was
Matt
going to
and
say
Harry
the
when
wrath
they're,
would be absolutely. No, one does not want to do that.
for Matthew and Harry. They could do that next time. What's his name is sharing the double bed over there.
yeah.
Yes, that show and tell on Matt. That would be good. That would be good for a giggle at least.
Matt and I were in a bit of a bad state. We played the gig and then Matt's become a really close friend of mine, and we've been playing Sea of Thieves online.
Been summoned.
We decided to go out on a night in the town up in Manchester, and we got in at 3 a.m. So we felt really fresh
I was
for
in
the
bed.
gig.
I was in bed.
So I'm curious, who got
Couldn't
the
handle
top
it.
bunk? Who got the bottom bunk?
Harry
I was
got.
on top.
I'm not going to touch that.
I need to
It
constantly
was
get
most
weird
comfy.
night, that's right.
It was most comfy.
So you guys want to see a magic trick?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
And Secura, thanks for the follow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Like worst magic trick ever.
All we hear is Gypsy in the background go, "I hate you so much."
Not my favorite magic trick.
Hi. There we are.
What you're going to make Gypsy appear from nowhere, right? There she is.
He's very
Yes.
Kilroy
Love
lives
you,
here.
Gypsy.
How are you,
Very
sweet
good.
thing?
I'm not really on the live. There we go.
There we
Hi,
go.
guys.
Hi, how are
Hi
you?
there.
Oh, my allergies are killing me.
Mm,
How are you guys?
We're
excellent.
happy and we know it.
All doing good.
Yes.
Oh, I have pretty Brits too. Hi, guys.
Hey, you're right.
And who's
How
that
you doing?
behind you?
He's not wearing a shirt.
Victor's not wearing a shirt.
No, I am. This is my drinking jacket because I don't smoke.
Drinking jacket that happens to provocatively slip open every couple of moments.
Mm,
What have I been missing?
Well,
All
everything.
Always
the good
naked
stuff.
underneath that,
I'm just-
FYI.
I'm just teasing you.
Go to sleep in the next room.
And Gypsy, Jenny
So what
said
are we
hello.
talking about, Monty? I hear I was hailed from the ether. What's up?
Ah.
we just want to say hello.
Nothing. We just wanted to see you. You can go back to bed now.
Oh no! Now you got me.
Okay, that's a good thing. Actually, for the first 5 minutes, I thought that was you standing motionless behind JR.
Isn't that thing horrible?
That's Matilda.
I-
She's intimidating.
Well, it certainly does give question to what's going on, but then who am I to question?
You know what? Gypsy, let me do this, if I may, real quick. I'm not sure if you remember.
Sure.
We met at Vandalia-Con. I'm Travis. And
I remember.
the other person you don't know is my co-host in life. That's Andrea. And by the way, Jenny from Sweden says hi, Gypsy. And Mommy-in-law, who's Jean Rosnick, says hello also, but says hi with a GH on it. So you have the public
Hi,
watching.
Jenny.
There we go. So what's the kitty's name? The kitty left.
Which one?
The black and white.
Oh,
That is Mr. Heimdall.
he is made of fluff.
Nice.
Mr. Heimdall.
Oh. Speaking
Ashley,
of
the
your
cat.
allergies, my dear.
I'm not allergic to him. I'm allergic to the outdoors right now.
Hold
Oh,
on.
okay. You're like me. You know, if it's green and grows, I sneeze. You know, so
So you're
yeah.
allergic to the Hulk.
All
yes,
living things
exactly.
are bad for me.
Dead things are much
Wow.
better.
Is it gin o'clock yet? Does anybody know?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It's
It's certainly. Oh, it is in England. It's you're way beyond. I mean,
It's
we've got.
9:30.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm drinking this then.
This is an international pub, so drink on.
Right.
There is no gin in this. Oh,
Nope.
alrighty then.
Some
The
people have no
international
respect.
pub where it's always
Oh,
time
that's
for a cocktail.
Yes,
It's so
it is.
exotic.
So we need a gin label with your name and
Did
Gypsy
you
Gin.
say exotic or erotic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tomato,
I
tomato.
just nearly set myself on fire.
I'm sorry. No indoor fire shows. Insurance does not cover it.
Doesn't he look like an evil villain with this cat? Like a Bond villain.
At least we know he's not going to punch us. He's got his hands full.
It's a big cat. Oh yeah. I about this. These things are so cute, Travis.
What's that? What'd I do? Oh, those.
This
yeah.
is the thing.
They
yeah,
have a
from
mug
Vandalia.
shot that we gave to them when we were at
Oh yeah, the
Vandalia-Con.
mug shots.
So we have little mugs for Talk of the Tavern where we attach a ticket with the room, time, and show and all that. Yeah, it's a mug shot. So there's their mug shot.
It's better than my regular one.
It's okay. Somebody's typing something. Let's see what message they're sending us.
Uh-oh.
I think it's Harry with his screenshots again. He does like to take the screenshots.
Right.
Oh, is it me?
Incoming message from the big giant
Yeah,
head.
he was doing that yesterday. I was like, what is going on? I just thought I'd never used Skype. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
There
Matt's
you go.
never used Skype before. He's like from the 1800s.
And there is a few
I don't
messages
know.
here.
Well,
Actually, I disconnected myself from Skype
Oh, yes.
some time ago. Travis was good enough to help me get back up to speed and everything else, but I found that I was getting bombarded with porn.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You know.
sorry.
and-
You're welcome. You're
and-
welcome.
It wasn't me.
You're a good man, and I just
Mate,
figured, well,
you
this
did
is
ask
this
for
is
it.
obscene.
The camera adds 10
No,
pounds to him,
he-
but not in the right place.
It's
Oh.
you're
He
so
wanted
much,
it and got caught out.
We do have a few messages from the crowd here, from the hot toddies in the chat here. Dirty Freak says
Yeah.
hellos. Dolly St. Germain says it's cocktail 030 in Poughkeepsie, New York. Let the day drinking commence. Dirty Freak says just woke up and it's 1:40 p.m. Jeanette from the UK, Callum Jean says London Pride beer for me. Oh, then Dirty Freak getting
Jeanette.
more. It is. Dirty Freak
Hi, Jeanette.
wanting more attention says I'm half naked and a pirate cat on me. And Steampunk Journal says I'm not drinking because I'm a good boy. Oh.
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Is it? Am I permitted to say that? Never mind. I'll bite my. It feels so funny getting randy and playing with double entendre in the middle of the American day. You know, the sun is still out, the birds are chirping, and it
But
just
this is
seems.
VIP. You can do it.
I that's true.
It's
Run the world block.
international.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
on English time.
There we go.
Which is a good time to be on. Yes.
Travis.
That's a good shuffling there.
I did get pipe cleaners.
Why did your picture just suddenly go to the little circling circle here?
Travis is in a wheelchair.
Oh. If
I thought JR was
Whose
the one
picture?
that was. No, never mind. Whose picture
picture
went
went away?
small and went in a circle, and I don't know what you're talking about. Monty, just drinking. Lay off the other stuff.
Okay, yes. It's the absinthe cleverly disguised in my Wawa cup.
No,
Yes.
Here's
No,
the Wawa.
Harry is circling,
Oh, no.
but then he often circles. So, I'm sorry, not Harry. Victor.
Dez has jumped in.
Oh.
Good to see you, buddy. He's one of our regulars on the Monday show. Glad to have you here. Jenny says it's almost 9 o'clock here, and I have to get up at 5:30, but I can't go to bed and leave all this awesome. We only have about an hour more. You'll still get 6.5 hours sleep. Hang out. You're okay.
Right. Absolutely no loss there, my dear.
Even if these guys go, oh no, we can't handle it, and hang up, we'll hang out for the rest of it.
Right.
What is that? Sycophant 13 is popping back in, looking at teas at a favorite localist shops. What kind of tea?
Tell us about the tea.
Tell us about it.
Oh, Jenny wants some
We should
cold
be saying
brew.
that.
What is about the tea, man?
One of you guys should just wear a trench coat and have tea bags all on the inside and be like, psst, want to buy some tea?
You can
says we
teabag
don't?
everybody.
Who says we don't?
Well,
What do you think my horns are made of?
Oh, I have a list of hopes.
Teabag horns.
I've seen video footage of them, actually. I'm pretty sure they're made partially of tea.
Yep. Yeah.
Sometimes people call me T for short.
I can never break my horns because it was my ex-girlfriend that made them, so I can never get them fixed if they break or I lose them.
You've run out the warranty.
Yeah.
It'd just be super awkward if you had to.
Hey, I haven't spoken to you in a couple of years and we don't get
Can
on.
you fix my hat?
Did you fix
I don't want to
Yeah,
talk
that's
to you. I
how
just want
things
to fix
don't
my
work,
hat.
actually, at all now.
At least say please.
Please.
No,
Beg a little.
not that
Jenny.
bitch.
I hope she's not watching.
Des says, I spent $42 importing tea from Fortnum and Mason, and Steampunk Journal says, I'm supposed to be writing up the Time Quake event report, and I'm watching this now. I'll never get it done. What is the Time Quake? What is that?
Oh, Timequake, right. There was a festival over this Easter weekend we just had. It was put on by the same guys who do the Asylum Festival.
Okay, you want to name drop?
Yeah. The BSS.
Very good.
So they put on this event called Timequake, and on the Friday night they had the cantina from Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Well, this event, basically there was a Star Wars convention in this arena, in 2012, and the cantina was built. The actual cantina was built, and people now just hire it out for parties and whatever.
That's beautiful.
And so we were playing the opening Friday night. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like the can. No, I had a burp.
Yes.
And then we were like the cantina band, in the background, and it was an absolutely amazing show. Although we decided to cover "I Want to Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston, so that was fun.
You decided that weren't me.
It's a great
I
song.
had nothing to do with that whatsoever. It's just we're going to do this song, learn it. Okay.
And wear something slinky.
Fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be bedazzled after that.
Who had to wear the Whitney Houston dress?
All of them.
Me.
Me. Harry.
They just traded it
short
out
answer?
in the middle.
It says VSS are now called Ministry of Steampunk. So,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, and then on the Saturday, it was the main day on the Saturday, and it was in this huge like air hangar. It was ginormous.
Love that one.
And
Well, the venue itself is an area that used to be abandoned factories and everything else in Manchester, right?
Yeah, and so basically they had one area that was just absolutely full of like vendors. The other side, they had like different zones. So they had like a post-apocalyptic zone. They had like a steampunk zone, and it was just awesome. It was huge. We did so much walking though because we just talking to people and going back. Like, our feet were killing me.
We do have a question for you though. Steampunk Journal there says, "Ask Matt what the aliens from the Cantina are called."
I don't know.
Steve,
John.
One was called Steve, then John, then
Brian.
Dave.
I used to know this.
I used
Gary.
to know it too. It's from playing the role-playing game. I would know
Gary
it.
and Larry.
Keith.
Yeah. I think they were related in some way.
I don't know.
Lead singer's name is Kevin.
Buck Naked. I thought it was Buck Rogers.
What?
I'm sorry. I had to.
Rogers.
You are not sorry, Monty.
I'm sorry.
Stop trying to be British and apologize every time you say something.
Sorry.
What?
Hey, Monty's over here enough. I think he's allowed to.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I thought that was Canadian.
Both.
No. Canadian.
French Canadian?
No. That's that French Canadians are not Canadian. They are French. Don't know. It's an international stew. You don't want to get involved in it.
I like
Quebec.
stew.
The Quebecois are very, very picky.
I'm looking to adopt Monty.
Yes.
Have you started the paperwork yet?
We're looking into it.
Okay.
Except in this case,
The other option was
Go ahead.
The other option was getting married, and that won't work.
I'm up for it.
Utah.
It's you that didn't want to get married.
Well, I'm sorry. You know,
And you make such a beautiful bride.
Wait,
But you didn't want him to wear the.
Going to Romania.
But you wanted to wear the Whitney
I'm
Houston
sorry.
dress, Sir Victor.
Sorry?
I said, but it was you that wanted to wear the Whitney Houston dress.
Yeah. but that's for the bedroom.
Oh.
Monty, I thought we were getting married and going to Romania.
Uh-oh.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to marry Monty.
You know, getting
He's
married
funny.
isn't
Don't
the
be
issue.
sick, my man.
It was the destination that was the upsetting part. You know.
Now, are you talking about Romania or the other destination you get after marriage?
No, Romania is good. You know, it's not bad. Great castles. Some of them available for a couple of quid at this point, as long as you pay back taxes. But then that can happen in the UK too.
I want a castle.
I want a castle.
Castles everywhere. We just
I want a
long for a
castle.
bungalow.
Let's all go get a castle.
Can we have a talk of the Tavern Castle and we all live in there?
Hell yeah.
That'd be nice.
That would work.
No, you can visit.
Let's put the whole thing on Travis. Travis, go buy a castle. We'll all show up.
Visit.
You guys better start throwing more bits at the screen right now if you want that.
Throw bits. Fill up the cup, everybody. You don't have to use your actual cash. You can watch videos to throw money at us.
If you fill up our pint glass, it then explodes all over the screen. So, yeah, if you throw bits at the pint glass, you can have it overflowing. I think it was it Gene that had it overflow the other day? Gene Rosnick? Or, no, it was Dora.
I believe it was, which is
Dora.
Mamana.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gene helped.
She did a lot.
I'm not even sure if this is innuendo anymore.
Maybe.
And there's the bit fight going. Jeanette threw 50, Skipper threw 5. Oh, yeah, that's right. Big Brother's watching. She can't toss her bits around here at the moment.
Jean tosses her bits everywhere. It's a good thing.
Yeah, you guys watch
Excuse
the screen.
me.
As I throw them, you'll see the scroll by.
That was a rather nasty eructation.
I'm really gassy this evening.
That's his form of emotion.
Good
That's how he says he
word.
likes you.
Oh God.
This is why you're only allowed to visit the castle.
He likes
Oh.
erupting. Erupting.
Can't I have like a little door outside, like a little hut?
Like a
Yeah.
little
Wait,
Victor
what, like a doggy door?
We can do that.
Yeah, a little doggy door.
Yeah, thank you.
Wowsy,
Can
wowsy.
it be big enough to get my horns through?
You get your what through?
My horns.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
You know.
We'll make
My
a shape
boner.
in it.
The horse.
No, the horns. You can't get the horns.
Oh, the
fixed.
horns. I thought you said the horse. Horse.
No,
Wait,
no,
Victor's
no.
the horse?
You'll get used to British enunciation.
Last week on the Monday night talk of the Tavern, This Week in History, which is a bit we did, Ed announced the hooker entrance, which apparently is an entrance into like the governor's mansion of whatever state, where General Hooker from the Civil War would use this entrance, and he was also the guy that, according to lore, coined the phrase hooker because he would bring basically caravan followers for his men. So when they created the door for him, we now have the hooker entrance, and the government wants to change the name of that door so it's no longer called the hooker.
Sign of the times, sign of the times.
I got rid of mine.
Got rid of yours. Now you just go straight over to Harry's.
Right. It used to be referred to as the hooker portal.
Back when Monty used to be there.
Oh, well, hell. You know,
Harry's having his fag.
Monty what?
No,
Harry's having his fag.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Would he climb out a window? I thought he was on the second floor. Oh, no, that's you,
There we go.
Automatic.
Bye, Harry.
Hanging
Gone
off.
outside. Bye.
Oh, thank you, Jen. And thank you, Alternative XP, for the bits. We appreciate it from all of you. Here's to you guys. Here's to your faces.
How do I know if I have bits to throw? Is there a little bit counter on the screen?
Andrea, do you want to?
Yes, actually, yeah. If you go to your chat, the chat box, there's like a little triangle. That's bits. If you click on it, it'll say you have so many bits. And if you don't have any bits, you could spend money or watch videos for free bits.
Oh,
You get anywhere from 5 to 100 per video.
I see.
I'm pretty sure I don't have 100 bits.
I don't
I've just
know.
checked. I've just checked, and I'm pretty sure there's not 100.
Is it under New Prime Loot?
No.
You know where your chat box is? Where you type chat?
Yep.
There should be a little triangle in there.
Aha! There it is.
There you go. And you click it, it'll tell you how many bits
And if you have none,
you have.
Mhm.
Then click on get bits. You can watch videos and get free ones.
or you could pay money and be able to.
Or
throw
you
bits.
could pay money.
Whatever
We
you
like
want.
that too.
I see all sorts of little things, but I don't see anything that would. How do
At
I
the
choose?
bottom,
Select.
It
Put
says
down,
get bits.
Monty.
Oh, I have no bits.
Oh,
And there should be a
Oh.
little button that says get bits. You click on
Right.
that. And it gives you
I
all
I
your
see
options.
all sorts of different things though
Stop
for
stealing
curing.
my thunder. My
Stealing
Dr.
your
Thunder.
Yes. Oh
No, I
well.
already
Did
plugged,
you already?
I already plugged the heck out of it in the beginning.
All
Why
of
you
these
plug
new technological
99
toys
Because
are
it's what the world's
wonderful.
great.
I love the
is-
tour through the house there. I'm really enjoying that. It's and by the way,
That was my parents.
here's to Jeanette and Jean. Thanks for the bits, and same for you, Skipper.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Do a little toast. Get a little more drunk every time they throw money at me.
That's what I'm doing. I'm on the whiskey. I'm trying to pour a whiskey out with one hand.
You
I
can
will
drink it out of
do
the
other
bottle.
things with one hand. Why can't you pour a whiskey?
Because I'm 31 and I'll do what I want.
Oh, okay. That's right. You just had a birthday.
We wish
Should
you
we
a
all
happy
sing
birthday
happy
on the
birthday?
show. Yeah.
We said it on the show.
Oh.
I'm not saying.
Yeah. 31. Do I look 31?
No.
What's
Yeah.
the right
Huh?
answer
Yeah,
here?
you do.
The best
Maybe.
thing to do is avoid the question.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gypsy.
I
What
feel
did you
like
say?
I'm 31.
Go back to Gypsy. Room.
Oh, Brit. Bring on death, I say.
It's inevitable.
It's better than
The
come on,
only
Dad.
thing that's guaranteed.
Well, this got dark quickly.
Welcome to the
What?
tavern.
Well, turn on the lights. Turn
Yeah,
on the
we
lights.
call it romantic mood lighting as opposed to dark.
Aha, very good.
Wait. Let me try this. Wait. Alexa,
Uh-oh.
lounge 10%. Ooh.
Ooh, look at you. I feel
Alexa, lounge 100%. Ooh.
Nice, he's got a girlfriend. So tell me, in your
Well,
Alexa, do you have a little hole in the middle?
Thank you.
That was weird.
Yeah.
The best thing is so I set my flat up the other day, the other month with the Alexa, and I've got all the light bulbs and that. And the best thing, you can set scenarios, so you can just say a certain phrase, and it will turn the light bulb red, put the heater on, play music. So I can now just walk into a room and be like, Alexa, sex mode, and on it.
I'm waiting for the change to see what happens.
No,
Yeah.
well, the embarrassing thing is
I'm just
Does Alexa actually show up for the sex mode?
no.
Yeah.
That's what the
no,
hole
but
in the
what
middle
she
is
does
for.
is
She
just
vibrates a little bit.
Alexa breathes heavily.
Yeah.
Like an asthmatic?
It's just-
That's horrible.
Yeah. It's just for posh wanks.
Nice.
Wow, so many ways to take that statement.
Well, usually it's alone. That's how you take it.
I
Hey,
knew he was going to like this.
Ah.
Otherwise, it's just creepy, right?
And somehow Harry's back
Travis
with
likes-
50% more bow tie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, if you wait long enough, Harry will make the bow tie spin.
There's a magic hand.
Travis, this is our IT guy. IT guy says hi.
Hi, IT guy. Can you draw some googly eyes on your hand for me and talk like this?
Hi,
He
Mark.
probably could.
Here we go.
He's
There we
IT
go.
guy. It's his name.
He is IT guy and only IT guy. But the magic hand brought me more tea. So
Sweet.
yay.
Magic hand. Here's the magic hand.
What
Yay.
is
Why do I
that?
think of Ivy when I say magic hand? That's her.
Googly eye rings from the dollar.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
my.
Speaking of Ivy, she messaged me and wanted you all to know she's driving and she would like you to have a drink for her.
There we go. I just.
Oh,
Okay.
fine. Okay.
Well, now I have
She's-
to go get a drink.
She's driving and texting.
No, she uses voice to text.
Ah,
Ah.
excellent. That's acceptable.
Trust me, I said the same thing to her the first time she told me she was driving.
I use
Okay.
voice to sex. How you doing?
Hey,
Still
you
working on
doing?
it. Doesn't work so well so yet.
I liked
Hey,
it.
you doing? Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Thank you. How you
Tea
doing?
is good. Ah,
Oh. So we are at the top of the
Bring back
hour here. Does
yeah,
anybody
yeah.
need a break? Or is everybody good?
no, I'm
I'm
good.
good.
I peed before I came in here, so
Well,
Well, I
that's
know-
good to know.
I have a
No,
pocket.
it's
I have
been
a
20
pocket
minutes.
right by my bed.
I just thought I'd share.
I've got I've got an empty Coke bottle, so
Hopefully
I'm
you're
going
quiet
well,
now,
that's-
otherwise don't tell us.
if I suddenly go
Right.
really quiet and strain, it's because of that. That's why.
Wow.
You hear the disco music, so Barry White singing. He's got the Coke
That
bottle.
was shit.
Oh. Hey, tell IT guy that I got her a new wireless mic.
Oh, he'll be so excited. Yes, he just had a whole box of streaming equipment come in this morning. He got his arm and his vibration reducer and I don't know, some kind of foam cap. And
I don't want to
I'm
know
sure it's
about
all
that
really-
attachment.
I'm sure it's all really technical and amazing and wonderful stuff. I just don't know anything about it.
Reducer. Whoever wants it reduced. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Last time stream, nobody could tap off the table. It was bad.
If
And
I-
we're
Yeah,
all
that was.
Very
speakers with
fidgety.
our hands, so people were screaming at us. It's
they're all
bad.
big bangers, guys. So keep it in mind.
Yeah, we are.
And by the way, in the chat,
Nice.
you'll
Please.
see something that just posted.
Nice,
Sign up
thank
for our
you.
email reminder. This is the once-a-week email that I send out telling you what's coming up next week. So if you're enjoying Talk of the Tavern and you might want to join us again, click on that link, sign up for the email. and I will harass you.
We
Monty.
now have 4 shows during the week,
Mhm.
and if you sign up for the newsletter, you get to see some of the crazy videos that come out.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun.
I've heard
Go to
there's
YouTube and check out Talk of the Tavern channel on YouTube and look at Brush with Death. That's the most popular right now.
Now, what'd you say, Jenny?
That looks like the most bizarre cat box ever.
What is a bizarre cat box?
Funny enough,
I did things.
that's
You did.
the next name of our new song.
It's a touch
Bizarre
screen,
cat,
or I
bizarre cat
take
box.
out pictures.
We'll be looking for that in May, just so you know. We want to premiere it on the show.
Be careful. You're liable to find it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday Tunes.
That's
It's
right.
a decent time for you guys. Come on and play that song.
You can wear the Whitney Houston
Well,
dress.
Are you drinking that?
Maybe.
What's in your mustache?
Something with alcohol in it.
You're a jerk.
It's Mr. Boston with a
Oh.
splash of orange juice.
Oh no.
I'm getting chin.
Thank you, Alt
Yeah.
XP.
Oh dear.
Here's to you.
Oh, damn, I feel like I need to go down and get my bottle of wine now.
Call for the magic hand.
Go for
Yeah, do it.
Get a straw.
Do it. It's 8 o'clock at night.
What, Monty?
Well, I keep Irish cream by the bedside, so.
Yeah, you do.
There you go.
Wow.
Irish cream.
What'd I say? I
Me
just
too.
agreed with you. Dirty Freak, we totally get it. Instead, just share the show. Sign up for the newsletter. Come join and hang out. That's as good as any bits. Not really, but I'm just saying this because you're on. Yeah. I hate being broke. I'm sorry I relate to you. Here's to that. See, Alt XP
Yeah.
said yes, she does also. See, I don't know what it means. I don't get it.
JR, I have
Irishman
to
to
tell
the
you,
rescue.
JR, there's a discussion going on the group thread as to whether or not Jenny should make a Bodie McBoatface chibi character for the mascot for the convention.
Yes.
I
All
figured
the
you would
Bodie
be-
McBoat face all the time, forever.
Thank you, Dirty Freak. We look forward to having you back with us again. Dirty Freak signed up.
Dirty freak. It's dirty freak. It's dirty freaky.
Ow.
So are you going to make up a song for everybody who subscribes?
Yeah.
No.
Alternative XP. Alternative XP. I don't know.
Just so I know, can I use that sound clip on our website? Because I'm
Of course.
Alternative XP.
Yeah, of course you can.
This is how we write our songs.
Awesome.
This is how we write our songs. It's quite.
You could
it's
do a
quite
whole
stupid,
panel
really.
at C.O.G.S Expo where you get the crowd to just shout things for your next lyric line.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Songs from a hat. Beautiful.
Tea. Have a drink with Alternative XP.
Just stop.
I did a song
love
a
it.
couple years. I did a song a couple years back called "Steampunk is Dead,"
I remember.
and the whole point of it was tongue in cheek to say that steampunk, is actually alive and well, and regardless of what the naysayers were saying, steampunk is working and everything else. I really need to record that because the entire list of conventions and festivals that I mentioned, with the exception for one, have gone the way of the dodo. So it's like, okay, time to revamp this song.
Yeah,
I can
Scary.
play it on air if you want. I believe I have a
No, don't. No.
Okay.
Nope. No. That one. That one.
Kill it with
That
fire.
one is right now. It's a bin song. Has to be revamped.
Andrea.
Don't you, Andrea? No.
I don't know anything about Bodie McBoatface, so someone
Yeah.
will have to explain it to me. So Jenny wants to know what that is.
Yeah, Jenny doesn't know what it is. Says, however, if you want me to make a mascot, something not being a boat, but more, I don't know, a steampunk gentleman or something, I will absolutely do it. And then Ivy, someone said they wanted my magic hands, and Dirty Freak says, I still have Jurassic Park song you were singing and the tampon commercial as well as from TeslaCon.
What?
OC.
The tampon.
What?
Oh,
Is that something I sung?
Would you like to plug your tampon song?
no.
You bloody well might.
Oh, bad.
No strings attached.
No. Oh.
Now you're
Bad.
just dick.
Oh, that's good.
That's why the host couldn't talk.
Nauseating.
Oh, that tickled.
Look, I've got my gin. I'm happy now.
That's
There we
good.
go. Is that all gin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
No tonic,
does
no
what she
lime?
wants.
gin and tonic, and we're out of lime, sadly.
Gin and
well.
gin.
Gin and gin.
gin.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Gin and whiskey. A
With a
jisky.
splash
So,
of gin.
Coral, is Alternative XP really you?
Alternative XP is actually RIT Guy's stream, and RIT Guy is my partner. So, yeah, that is us.
So it's you by
we
proxy.
started it. Huh?
You by proxy.
Yes, it's me by proxy. But we started it because we play Pathfinder,
Nice.
and I am a GM, and we wanted to start streaming games, and we haven't gotten there yet because we've been busy with other things like convention planning. So
I understand.
Ugh.
Well, we do a
Bloody
gaming
convention.
Wednesday, so when you get that up and going, let
Jenny,
us know. We'll
that's
bring you on and promote
interesting.
you.
oh my god, that would be so cool.
Absolutely. We'll do a game. Jenny also said, I should also mention that here in Sweden, we have a train called Trainee McTrainface. Just saying. See, I think a
I've seen
train
that.
would make a great steampunk icon. So maybe
I don't know.
Okay.
Bodie might get mad.
you can have them both together, do a dual picture of the two of them hanging out together with top hats and tea and pipes and cogs. Glue a gear on
And
it.
stuff.
Steampunk stuff and goggles and canes.
What?
Ooh,
So what is this?
But what if I
Explain
have
it
to have
to
a
me.
parasol?
A parasol.
And
Yeah.
a parasol.
And a corset and a bustle.
Oh man, I've just
Yes.
found the live stream on Twitch. I'm streaming it off of my Xbox.
Nice. Now you
So now I
make
can
a
see the live feed.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
right, okay.
I never thought of that. I can just sort of watch Skype on the one thing and look at the other one on the phone, or
Right.
vice versa.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been watching it on my Xbox.
Yeah. Alta,
Isn't
Oh,
technology
let us know.
wonderful?
Our Wednesday, it's called Middle-Aged Gamers. So we will play, we'll stream our PS4 while we're doing Lego Dimensions, or we'll do card games, board games. Yesterday, on our inaugural show, we actually had a game designer come on who makes campaign settings for Pathfinder and D&D 5e. So that was a good
Really?
stream. Yeah. It's
That's really cool.
we have so many diverse interests that we can't do a show about one thing, so we broke it into 4 times a week so we can cover multiple interests.
That's really smart. Just in case you're wondering, if you ever want to scar your viewers for life, you
Sweet.
can go with JR's suggestion and stream Doki Doki Literature Club, because he had us do that. And for the love
Good
of God,
heavens.
2 weeks
And
ago,
he's
we
Not
had somebody
done yet.
we had somebody reading 50 Shades of Grey as Kermit the Frog, and then he read
It was
Harry
great.
Potter /fic.
Hello,
as
everybody.
Snape. So
Hey,
yeah.
I thought it was Gilbert Gottfried that did that for him.
Gilbert Gottfried does do that for me.
So yeah, we're
Whatever floats your Bodie McBoat face.
That's right.
nice. Love you,
Oh.
Monty.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, you know what? I'm going to get serious for a second,
Okay.
because I don't
Uh-oh.
think it's
Oh,
been mentioned, and I don't know if anybody knows this. But Monty is not just a performer for the event. Monty has come forward and done a whole lot of help for us. He's given us advice. He's done legwork. He has gotten in contact with us over a couple of different things, from performer stuff to hosting stuff to just community stuff. Monty has been amazing, and everybody needs to know that.
Absolutely. Here's the Monty, all in all.
Cheers to
Thanks,
Monty.
Yeah.
To Monty.
Monty.
He's not just a
Monty!
filthy old bastard. He's an intelligent,
Monty!
helpful, kind person, too.
Yes,
And he's-
absolutely.
Not just a
And
dashing
he's so
mustache.
fit. He's
Right.
so fit.
So fit.
You
So
dirtbag.
fit.
So Ivy is working with tiny microchips while sneaking us in with her.
You are much.
Tiny microchips. Don't put them in the microwave or you'll burn to death.
Oh, you burn
No,
to
they'll
death.
explode.
Mad love to Monty
Until
from
the-
Jenny and.
I'm having a right bubble.
Did you just get to that part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah.
Got pins.
Let's go around behind.
Got giggles.
Welcome to the tavern.
Yes, exactly.
So,
I haven't had dinner.
Just
Coral, did you get your wine?
I have not gotten my wine yet, no, because nobody loves me enough to bring it, so I'm messaging the IT guy to bring me my wine.
Magic
I was
hand.
gonna, the magic hand brought you tea. Why can't it bring you wine?
It's going to depend on how much he loves me.
Oh.
Ah, you
And
have.
that's why I got my own gin.
Oh. Well, it's good to love yourself too. Just as Victor, we were talking about that
Gypsy, you
earlier.
are so reality oriented. It's frightening.
You're damn right.
I would get my own wine, but if I move the camera, I will never get it back in this position again.
Well, this
You can-
just goes to show you, Coral, that what you do is you prepare, okay? Because immediately off camera in that direction, I have a small fridge that has all necessary things. So,
There's my whiskey.
you know, it's
there's...
just sort of
And what
like
are
an
the
arm's
necessary
reach.
things, Monty?
You know what I mean? And
I think I'm
Oh.
loved.
That's a lot of love right there.
Yay!
That's a lot of love.
Those
What
magic
did he
hands
do?
are back.
Get me
what
your
did he
mug.
do? Bring a
Travis,
half-gallon
is that
bottle
what
of Ripple with a screw cap on it or something?
No, he brought me 2 bottles of my fancy, sexy wine. That's amazing.
Oh,
Fancy, sexy wine.
Yeah, my sexy $11 a bottle wine.
There's nothing wrong with that if it's good.
$11. Is this American or is this imported from Pennsylvania?
It's Italian.
That's well posh. You're so posh.
Come on, that's South Jersey.
Feel good about it.
We need to have this party again offline.
And now I'm going to drink it out of the only thing I have that's worthy of this.
Bottom.
Bottle.
I'm drinking out of your mug.
Nice.
Oh.
This is a mug made by Solstice Born Pottery, Wolf, and it's amazing. It's technically IT guy's mug.
Ah, very good. Very good.
And there's nothing classier than drinking wine out of a mug.
You're damn right, especially if the mug has tentacles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tentacles.
And you got to have breakfast Merlot. You got to have breakfast Merlot as well.
Yeah, we've got a thing, right? So we play a lot of festivals where we have to like camp overnight, and when we wake up, like we need a drink. Like normally, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to try and get a cup of tea.
Right.
And so, our first one we decided to just open up a bottle of Merlot at like 9 o'clock because it was easier than getting a cup of tea. But we didn't have anything else. We only had teacups. So we were drinking Merlot out of teacups at like 9 in the morning.
That's beautiful, man.
So now we have breakfast Merlot.
If I can,
I know we can use Riesling.
Okay.
if I can take just sort of a tangent there, I don't think there is such a difference, and actually this is probably worth a show to you, Travis. But there is such a difference between American and European steampunk festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Americans are used to sort of the self-contained convention where everybody's in the same hotel and all you do is get out of bed, fall down the elevator shaft, and you're in the middle of a festival, in the middle of a con. In Europe, I would say a good 85 to 90% of the festivals, at least the ones that I've been involved with, are actually camping festivals with outdoor stages or some indoor stages, but your primary place of residence after everything is over is you go back to your camper, you go back to your tent. And it's an entirely different phenomena. and approach towards steampunk itself.
Take us back with you.
You can do that if I can cleverly disguise you as carry-on luggage.
If we do a panel, we can maybe talk about it.
That'd be
We can maybe
great.
talk about the differences and
It would be fantastic. I think, and I really think people would be interested in.
And keep in
Anybody
mind,
in the live stream, if that sounds interesting, let us know.
it does. Actually, on VIP, it's the international part. We really want to get our European cousins on so we can discuss the differences, not just in steampunk, but in everything. But yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm
one thing we would like to do as Victor and the Brilly is when we got these chances, we would like to, if, for example, we're doing the panel and we're like, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, and we're doing a panel, we would like to, maybe talk about our knowledge of steampunk in the UK, and we would like to, because a lot of people don't know about these amazing steampunk bands in the UK as well.
Yes.
So we'd like to talk about them and how, and because all these bands are our friends.
If this helps,
exactly.
Not only am I in talks with you guys to get you on, but also Victor Sierra is scheduled. Strange and Feline is scheduled to be on the show. Who else do we have?
Feline and Strange.
Feline and Strange, sorry.
Bob Eisenstein is a great guy.
Oh, he is.
Say, like, there's
Bob
we're good friends
Eisenstein
with
is
a band called the
imaginary.
Wassingers.
Bob Eisenstein and Victor Sierra is wonderful.
They are.
Right.
Great music, too.
You've got the Wattingers. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You've got B.B. Black Dog, who is probably the father of the European movement.
Already spoken
Yeah,
to him.
he's B.B.
Yeah, he's wonderful, too.
Dale would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
Victor.
we're with you. We're with you on this and want to do it.
I've got your message, actually, and that's what I have you written down for, is doing a really cool panel on UK steampunk, the entire UK steampunk movement, the festival movement, all of it.
Okay.
I've given you an hour, if that's okay.
Yeah, well, what do the three of us, if that's all right?
Yeah, no, that's...
We've never done a panel before, but we're quite happy to purely just chat to the crowd, chill out.
That's a panel.
That's basically a panel in a nutshell is like a brief presentation and then open it to the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be an extended 40-minute talk, but they get boring.
They do.
Yeah.
And then you could bring that whole thing back on the show and redo it with a totally different audience. You're always welcome. Yeah.
Okay. Well, between the three of us, we'll think of some subjects to at least so we've got some bullet points and we've got some
like Breakfast
topics
Merlot.
to go through. Yeah, like Breakfast Merlot.
Can you play ring toss with your hat, though?
Yes, obviously you can.
All right, good.
Gypsy, he's right behind you.
That would actually be really amazing.
Behind me. He's always lurking somewhere.
A few comments.
I just wanted to steal his chair for a minute.
A few comments from the crowd.
Oh, I wanted to ask Travis a question.
Go ahead.
Travis, is that Hendrix behind you?
Hold on, let me look.
Other side, love.
Which thing?
Now, who is that?
No, are you talking about the large photo above the Talk of the Tavern sign?
No, I'm talking about the cat, actually, now.
That's Zazzle. I thought you said Hendrix, like Jimmy.
That's Zazzles.
No, I was asking if you had a Bob Hendrix behind you, then I got distracted by the cat.
Oh, gotcha. We have 8 cats, so they wander by in a small parade throughout the show.
I'll be right back. I need a piss.
Go ahead. See, Coral, this is what we told you. Some people say,
announce it.
I'll be back. I need a refill. Others are like, gotta piss. Be back.
Yeah. At least he says it how it is,
We have a few comments and questions from the crowd here. Ivy says, hey, I'm in South Jersey. What's wrong with South Jersey? I like my little spot here. And doing a massage demo, I have Gypsy's husband being my model. Nice.
He is 6'3" of knot. He's just one giant knot.
Tim is incredible. I can't wait to see that demonstration.
And regarding
just don't rub him the wrong way.
And regarding the Breakfast Merlot,
there is no wrong way with him.
Just rubbing is good. Comments on the mug, nice mug. Magic hand wine. Also a question: did I hear breakfast murder instead of breakfast Merlot? Compliments on Wolf stuff, saying it's the best. Ivy saying, oh, and Wolf doesn't know it, but I booked his room. Shh. No one tell him yet. So it's our
Good
little
job,
secret.
Ivy. That's totally going to go back to him now.
I'm pretty sure he's watching.
It could be. Could be.
Even better.
By the way, if anybody is watching and you're unable to comment, 2 things. First of all, when you sign up for Twitch, verify your email. So go to your email, click the link they give you. Second, you have to follow the channel to comment.
Well,
This
that was
stops
a view.
spammers. What happened? What I missed?
Nothing.
Ooh!
My goodness, what was that?
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. I'm back on track.
What I miss?
I'm
Jenny
going to
says-
steal 8 of your cats.
We've enjoyed looking at your ceiling.
We like to put them in
Oh,
a big
you're-
pile and jump on them. Jenny
You're
from
welcome.
Sweden says, if you want me to join in that panel, I'll be there, but I'm pretty sure people will only be there for you 3. Jenny, I can't speak for them, but I think I actually invited Jenny on the show, especially after seeing her art. She's more than a supporter. She's definitely somebody I think would be a good conversation, and if her online personality matches her real one, oh my goodness, come on, here at least.
I think Jenny should do a pics of you,
and I'll put you on the
in
panel.
your headset and your pipe and everything else.
And by the way, Gypsy just said, contact her. She'll put you on the panel. Did I get that right, Gypsy?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Gypsy, I don't know if the message got through to you, but I was suggesting a meet the artist kind of panel, and having Victor and the Bully and myself with Jenny. If you needed someone or another panel, I don't know how your panels are going.
So far, I believe we have about 20.
I believe she closed
Okay.
officially on Tuesday.
I was going to say, I guess you're filled with panels.
But ours will
Well,
have nudity.
People have been amazing. People have been absolutely amazing with this, and just like every day I get at least 4 people coming forward and going, I want to do this awesome panel, and at least one person going, I just want to go sit somewhere in front of a microphone and say weird things.
There you go.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Somewhere special.
That's what this show is, so it should work there too, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and look at all the love for Jenny in the chat stream.
Can I say something about Jenny since we're on the topic?
Please do.
I think there's something she needs to realize is she can't devalue herself. She is a huge love and a positive force, and right now that's what our community needs. And I think she needs to realize that she has just been such a beacon of hope and a ray of positive energy that she needs to accept that and just realize that basically in our community now, she is a celebrity. She is everything our community wants to be and needs to be. So, Jenny.
Big one.
I can't do it but it's there.
I don't know about you guys, but as much
I'm
as I
holding
love
a phone and a drink, but it's there.
As much as I love the big names and they're great, I really appreciate everybody who does all the work that's never acknowledged. And that's folks like Jenny, who's just doing it out of her heart, out of her love for the community or steampunk in general. Yeah, I adore.
We're.
This.
I was going to say we're the high profile people. I mean, and everything else, and that's really great. But if we were, we can set the structure. But the bottom line is it's the community that needs to join in to make it work.
Correct.
We can do 1,001 things, and if the community doesn't respond to it positively, then it's all for naught. Okay, and it's just kind of like we're part of it, but by no means are we the whole thing. We're a small part of it in the big picture, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I always say to Harry, we go away to a lot of these shows, and I always say to Harry how lucky we are to be involved with the steampunk community. That for us, there's not many bands who get to be in such a close community. I've got friends in heavy metal bands and whatever, and none of them are in such a great atmosphere that what us guys are doing, and it's because the steampunk lot is just absolutely amazing. Everyone just picks each other up and supports each other, and Everyone is just there for each other, and that's what it's about, And it makes
it's an entirely different aesthetic, and that's a good thing. Not that the other ones are bad. It's just a different aesthetic.
I think a bottom line is you're not here for us. We're here for you. We don't make the show. You make the show. And the bottom line is in any fan community, we're nothing without you. And the person that steps up and does a little more, adds to it, you are a community celebrity. You don't have to have a show. You don't have to be on a stage. You're still appreciated, adored, encouraged, and all of that.
That's one of the things that I've always liked about the steampunk aesthetic, to be very honest, is that it's, like heavy metal. Heavy metal is good, but steampunk is just sort of generally encompassing, whether you're 3 years old or whether you're 90 years old. You know what I mean? You fit right in. It's like, hey, come on, join the party.
It's a DIY thing, and it takes everybody doing what they do.
I'd like to say something on this, if I could, real quick, because I know that there's been a lot of back and forth about this. Is it a community event? Can it be a community event? I think this event is as much of a community-run event as it could possibly be. Everybody who's part of the committee has risen up out of the community. None of us here stand to make anything, and really, basically, none of us are professionals in what we're doing. Like, some of us have dabbled a little bit here and there in things. I know Gypsy and JR both have worked towards putting on different conventions. But I think the real thing is that none of us think we know everything. So we're willing to sit back and say, oh, you have that suggestion. That's fantastic. We really want to work with you. I really want to know what you have to say. And even if the suggestion is something that we can't use, that's important. At the same time, the community has also stepped up and said, hey, please give us structure. Please give us organization. We need to know who's doing what, when, where, and how, so that we can be a part of the event in the most efficient way possible. I've had people reach out to me and go, are you really the vendor coordinator? Because I want to vend and be a panelist, and I don't know who I should reach out to. And I can say, okay, you can talk to me about your vending needs, and then I can put you in contact with Gypsy. And there's been a really nice flow of information from one person to another, but we're not moving away from the community portion of it. People from the community are still stepping up and doing things. For instance, the Hudson Valley ladies who are running the food, I just put a couple of the community members in touch with them that have culinary experience, that are looking to make menu items, that just have really good ideas. One of the women reached out and she said, I'm really interested in this. I'm not exactly sure what to do with the dinner per se, but I know how to market it. And I think that's really important too, because people realize that each little thing is broken up into so many more steps than just, JR's entertainment coordinator, so he just talks to bands. It's not that simple. There's a lot more to it. And I think our community is really understanding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys are the skeleton.
Definitely, yeah.
The community is the flesh, blood, and muscle.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it.
And to create a functional body, you need every aspect. Now, as for a brain, we're going to move that aside.
Without the community,
I have a functional body.
Yes, you do, Monty.
Now, what'd you say, Harry?
No, I was just saying, without the community, making it one whole big thing, then we wouldn't have anyone to perform to. It would just be a lone ranger sort of thing. So it is all because of the people that get involved.
Yeah, if you didn't have community, you'd have a show on Twitch and nothing else.
Yeah.
By the way, Harry,
Travis, you have a community too.
It's good either way. I love what I do, and as I said to you, I am here about promoting others. Oh, stop! We have a cat named after Harry. We have a cat, and we have a photo of him in a business suit with a tie too. So, yeah, he's actually.
Yeah, I put him in a suit.
Harry Housing
That's just
cat.
a formal occasion.
It is.
Feeling a stalker coming on. Oh,
you're welcome.
Oh.
Nervous?
Oh no. I'm
Did
always
I just see
nervous.
your penis then, Harry?
So I'm curious, are we going to have a show from Karnevil at C.O.G.S Expo?
Absolutely. Just because there's been so many other wonderful acts that have been stepping up, I have kind of intentionally been taking a back seat. A lot of the purposes Karnevil is going to be filling is we are literally going to be filler. I'm basically waiting for everybody to get in with their suggestions of when they would like to perform, and if there are any gaps, that's where I'll be.
Very
Me
good.
too. If there was no Karnevil, people would riot. You realize that, right?
Oh, I know.
Gene,
You look
love
like a Bond villain,
Have
Travis.
fun at work. This is Harry Housencat, and Andrea showed a picture of him in the suit on her phone there. But
Aw.
Gene,
Yeah.
have a great day. We will see you again. I guess we're on Thursday, so we'll see you Monday night.
No, this
there-
is not the phone. This is
Oh,
when he was in
that's
the
a newspaper.
newspaper.
Harry Housencat,
Aw.
named after Harry Housen originally, if you guys know who that is.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm a humongous fan of Ray Harryhausen.
There we go.
That's
Yeah,
great.
That's Harry Housencat, who sometimes we call Hair Old.
Oh,
Yeah.
But he's actually
Harold.
yeah.
Harold.
Don't do that, Harold.
Harold?
The in jokes are killing me.
You're welcome.
It's a slow death, and I'm enjoying it.
You're welcome.
I posted in the chat that if anybody wants to help out with C.O.G.S Expo event, volunteer event, or have questions, to go to the Facebook page, Steampunk Event Piscataway 2018.
By the way, for who's ever running your steampunk page, you realize that, change your name. You can do that so it says C.O.G.S Expo 2018. But you can also
right
change.
now, the page is admin, Sunny at the Radisson.
Mhm.
All of the rest of us are just editors. So only Sunny can make those big decisions. And Sunny is at training right now. He has been wonderful, though. He's kept in contact. He's been calling and texting. So as soon as I talk to him later on this afternoon, I will let him know the official announcement and let him change it.
And you could change the URL also. So it'll be facebook.com/group/C.O.G.S Expo.
I've also been putting this all on Instagram and Twitter, so hopefully that helps.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
We've got a Victor and the Bully Sinners page.
It's fun.
We've made a lot of new friends from when we played at the event that should not be named, and basically, once it's all done, if you want to put a post on the Victor and the Bully Sinners page and go, "Hey, did you go there? Whatever," and you can put a big thing on the steampunk, on the Victor and the Bully Sinners page and share it
He's
all
got
there
a
as
good
well.
crowd there. Pimp your stuff on his Sinners page, and he lets me put the shows up there. I try to only do it when it's actually relevant. Coral, did you have something?
I'm putting the link to that page in the chat right now.
Okay. There we go. Hey, there's
I had just one more.
Go ahead.
I just had one more shout out to do real quick. When we were talking about the community, I hope people realize too. Obviously, we have Victor and the Bully on. They're not from here. This isn't just about the local community either. People have been stepping up from all over. Obviously, Jenny is not local. We also had somebody else reach out to us. Her name is Anastasia. She is from California. She runs a steampunk event in California. Saw what we were trying to do, reached out to us and said, "Oh my God, you guys are having this thing and you're doing it as a community. I have to give you all of the advice I have," and everything she has given us has panned out into something beautiful. Every bit of information she has given us has been great. She is actually the one who is donating all of the wristbands for the event. She has purchased all the wristbands for wristbanding people when we ID them. Because in case anyone is worried, security is a big concern of ours. This is why we put Christina Rose Clayton in charge. She is absolutely amazing. She's run all of the background checks and professional checks on everybody involved so that we know for certain that nobody has any kind of a record. And in addition to that nobody worked for any of the former companies. Along with that, she has a ban list. And the way we're going to get around having a free event and a ban list is that when people come in, they are going to present their ID, and we're going to give them a wristband. There's no fee, but this way we can make sure that the event is safe and that nobody has to worry about anyone appearing there that shouldn't be there. In addition to that, Anastasia also donated badge holders for all of our security. And at her event in California, which I believe is either happening this weekend or next weekend, she is crowdfunding for us. She is asking for donations, and they are going to take all of that money and put it into gift cards and give us the gift cards to purchase necessary supplies.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's amazing.
She is absolutely an amazing lady.
She has been fantastic. I have so enjoyed working with her. She is another sweet, amazing, wonderful person who's popped up out of the community. Like like somebody you're quite familiar with, Monty, the contact for Big Bear Clothing, Tawny. She is awesome. She is just a spitfire. I love her to death. She also messaged me. She's been running events since she was 18 and said, oh, hey, here's all kinds of information about permits and fire marshal and everything else that you might need to know so that your event isn't at risk. That's what everybody's so concerned about right now, is helping us get over the big humps. Nobody wants us at risk. Nobody wants us violating laws. Nobody wants us getting in trouble with fire marshals or not being to code with anything. Right. So everybody has stepped forward and said, hey, this is really what you guys need to look out for. Nobody is looking for this event to fail, which is really inspiring.
Mm-hmm. It is great. It is great. Yeah. You know, I don't know if this is an idea, again, one of those, maybe it's usable, maybe it's not. But again, I live in a little dinky country area, so everything has, like, your local animal shelter. But it also often has a cop there with his car and a fire truck and a, like, rescue ambulance on display so people can check it out. And that's another way to connect with the local community to promote them and have them there for you, which gives you a certain level of, I don't want to say validity or credentials, but it gives you something more that says, hey, we've got these guys too. We're all together in this.
Yeah, and another perk of that, if you have the police there, firemen there, or rescue squad, if there is an emergency, they're there.
There's that.
That is a good point.
And we're there as well. We're there.
That's right.
2 of the members of our security team
are an emergency, Harry.
I know.
Oh, I'm sure you'll keep him under control. We don't need security for him. But 2 of the members of our security team are former police. So we're very happy with that. And then I do believe we've been in contact with the local rescue squad about, by chance, being on hand or nearby.
Wonderful.
I didn't think about contacting like a fire department.
Yeah,
there may be a fire department nearby that has an antique fire truck that would be quite interesting to put on display.
Yeah. And by
so
the way,
that's another idea we can pursue.
Roughhead says a lot of us are just enthusiasts who want to help the vendors and entertainers we love. And Jenny reinforces that. And C.O.G.S says, I've already volunteered. Lots of love. You guys are like family now. And Ivy says, 1 former cop, 1 current cop.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I told you, she's on top of it, man. Chrissy is running all of this.
She's doing wonderful.
And she's still going to give people massages, so.
Sweet.
Yes.
Nice.
And she's baking.
And baking.
She's bringing all
Kennedy,
of us baked
thank
goods.
you, Roughhead. It's been a week or 2 since I've seen you, so the name has slipped. Kennedy.
Cake and massages. That is awesome.
Oh, yeah, and she's a hell of a baker, too. Her food is so good.
I'm so excited.
A woman of many talents.
Love cake.
Yes, all the talents. She has all the talents, and she's beautiful. So.
Very good.
Wow. I'm already in love.
You should be. I'm in love.
This is only the 2nd time today.
I know.
That was directed at Victor.
It's all right, Monty. I fall in and out of love easily as well.
Oh, okay.
48 cupcakes, 2 cakes, pan of brownies. Plus drinks.
Oh.
Wait, what? Plus drinks.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Oh, they're delicious.
Yes.
If you
It might be a blueberry tree.
Partridges and pear trees
are
are
delicious.
delicious.
They are.
Yeah.
5 gold rings, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
Right.
Roughhead says spread the word as well. Because
I like the geese laying myself.
It's better than the sheep, isn't it? Spread the word as well, because there's lots of people that think there's no event. I just made contact with somebody today who thought there was nothing going on. Okay, that's something to reiterate. We said it earlier in the show, but for folks that joined us into it, yes, spread the word around to folks who go every year, to your steampunk groups, to your cosplay groups. Let them know. And most importantly, if they had a room reservation, tell them to call the hotel and change it from what it was to the block for C.O.G.S. Expo. It's a simple phone call, no new money, no new anything, just, hey, I'm with them. And spread the word, however you can. Oh, hashtag
well,
C.O.G.S. Expo.
I say we should hopefully have some new songs out soon that we can share. When we share them, we can share them to the steampunk groups and go, hey, are you from the US? Then check out this event. We're going to be in the US, blah, blah, blah. And we can maybe do something like that
Precisely.
to help in some way.
There's also another thing about the event that we haven't mentioned, and Matt will be very upset with us if we don't bring this up. Matt Black is our director of gaming, and he has got a whole bunch of things planned for the gaming track. I believe we have people coming in to run events, different tabletop gaming, role-playing, and then Thomas Williford has actually stepped forward. Again, I told you, I swear, he said, I will do anything. He said he wants to run a game, and he is going to announce it ahead of time, and we are planning to auction off the seats to his game.
Oh.
So anybody will be able to come in and watch him run his game, but there will only be 6 seats for the game, and that will be auctioned off.
Nice.
So that is another way for us to bring in a little bit of money for the performers who are coming and doing such lovely things for free. And we love you guys.
If I could interrupt, I want to read 2 comments in particular here. Dirty Freak says, hey, if you guys want to talk more about conventions and whatever fantastic things you're doing for the community, message Victorian Gothic and Steampunk Magazine on Facebook at ygsmagazine@gmail.com. And then
I think that's VGS.
Oh, is it? Thank
Not
you. I'm
YGS.
sorry. It's no reading glasses. VGS, as in Victor Grubby Snails Magazine.
Victorian Gothic.
Right, that makes more sense. Victorian Gothic Steampunk.
Good. That was
Magazine.
a good one. That was good.
And Steampunk Journal says, feel free to email me details to matt@steampunkjournal.org, and I'll post a news item on our journal. So, yeah, nice. I don't know who covers publicity, but check them out.
That would be me.
Also,
yeah, send stuff to Matt. He's good.
Okay, sorry. Also, Talk of the Tavern has Tuesday Tunes. If any of the acts, hint, hint, wink, wink, you guys, want to come on Tuesday Tunes and plug your music, you can also mention this event.
Yeah. Victor, what were you going to say there, bud?
No, I was just saying, as you know, Matt's a good friend of mine. He does brilliant stuff in the UK for the Steampunk Journal, and he has a lot of people following him. And so it's definitely worth getting in contact with him about this about the event, because he's a good lad.
And also, outside of this event, don't forget these guys on the next event that one of you guys are attending, or that one of the viewers is running or a participant of. It cross promotion. It helps everybody. Jenny says, I'd love to see a silent auction thing where people can donate things and the money would go to the performers, but no idea how to get that running. If someone wants to organize it, I would love them forever.
Danny, we're already planning one. So
there
good job. You're on our wavelength already. We are planning a silent auction. We already have a few donations from some of our big makers. We want to do a silent auction because we want to make it available to people who come all 3 days. However, we are considering, now, please don't quote me. I love you all, but we may have to change things as we get closer to the event, as we realize how much stuff we have. But one of the things we discussed was doing a silent auction for the 3 days, with the exception of the really large items, which we were talking about auctioning live on Sunday, only because really, really big items will be hard to ship. So we don't want to, and anything extremely breakable. I wouldn't want somebody to win a bid on some amazing, Mickey Flint piece and then all of a sudden get it in the mail and have it be destroyed. I would be heartbroken personally. So I think that's what we're looking at doing.
Jenny says, really, I want to donate something, so let me know. And Victor and the Bully, Monty, something perhaps you gentlemen can offer. It's something anybody across the world can take home. Maybe you can auction off a Skype chat for 30 minutes or an hour to somebody, where you guys get on and you chat with just them for a certain amount of time. Could get creepy, but it could be awesome. It's hard to say.
Well,
I'm
you
up
got
for
some
that. Yeah.
fangirls out there, so you know.
Absolutely.
I'd be honest, I can't do anything without being creepy.
Well, that's why we love you.
I think that's why people like
just
you. It's
creepy.
fine.
In general.
Why do you think I'm wearing this horrendous thing?
Yeah.
Because you like it.
As opposed to wearing
Just
nothing.
wearing a bloody smoking jacket.
Well, I don't smoke, so it's a drinking jacket.
You should auction off your smoking jacket
I think we all need a drinking jacket.
I didn't even
without
think,
washing it.
I didn't even think to
Without
wear
washing
mine.
it.
Yeah, I wore this
Yeah?
instead.
You should wrap it up and bring it with us, and then we'll auction it off.
I can do that if you want. If anybody would actually want that. That'd be
Auctioning
I'm
off
disgusting.
sure
your
there's someone.
smoking jacket.
There's a lot of white stains on it.
They will be fine with that, I'm assured.
I was painting earlier.
They're
painting.
scratch and sniff stains.
I was painting.
I was painting the bathroom in it. Yeah.
Now, we've got just over 10 minutes left. The last 2 minutes I'll take up, pimping the rest of my stuff coming out afterwards. But I want to make sure, is there anything that hasn't been said or has been said that needs repeated in these last 10 minutes that you need everybody to know? Coral, I'm
I
going to
think the most important thing at this point is to move rooms from
the old block to the new block.
Any from the old block to the new block. I think that's tantamount on top of everything. It's definitely going to help. And Coral has brought up the point that there are still a number of people that are in the old block that need to move to the new block. And that absinthe is catching up with me. I'm sorry.
And by the way, if that's not
but,
you, share the information on a Facebook page, on a Twitter, on your Instagram, on Facebook groups, wherever you go and socialize online. Share that information so other people who didn't listen to this show, the live stream, or something, can get wind of it.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, this is going to be on YouTube, so you can always share the YouTube link.
Say, watch all
So they
3
can watch the
hours
whole
for
thing.
one little bit of information.
Whatever.
Wonderful. Do I get any bits for that?
Anybody want to throw bits? Harry Guy just joined us. Yes, just got on here. What is C.O.G.S Expo and where and when? Really, Harry? Really?
It's amazing.
Oh.
Here we go. Let's do this. Go ahead.
Where was you about 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
It's
I would like to say on behalf of Harry and myself, obviously we stay well out of any politics because we just like playing and we're just stupid little gits and we just like picking up our instruments and playing. That is literally us.
Yeah. That is
Now-
literally what we do.
Now, I would like to say how excited we are to come across and play. Bear in mind we went from not doing anything pretty much. We were lucky to have our flights paid for, which was very fantastic for us. But then of course we had nowhere to play, and so we're now what we went from being absolutely down about it, being like, oh well, what we're going to do, sort of thing. We're now on top of the world. We're excited. We're looking forward to showing you guys what we've got. We're looking to do our best. It's really nice to be involved in something like this that we would never normally be able to get involved with. So it's nice to be able to have this opportunity. Monty, as we call him, our cog father, has been an absolutely just a lifesaver for us, and he looks after. I've just been sending him packages of guitar strings and everything. Like he's got probably a big pile of Amazon boxes in his house. But we are bloody excited to come across, to play, to see you guys, and some people that went to the World's Fair last year, and that are coming to see us. We don't come across to America often, and for a band to travel across the seas is a big deal.
Yeah.
Just in general is a big deal, and this is going to be our third time, and we can't actually believe it, to be honest. When we first started, So to be able to come across the seas for our third time is a big deal for us, and
Yeah.
we're excited, and we love the steampunk community, and it's so nice that we're getting closer and closer to the US steampunk community as well.
I want to address
Yeah.
Harry Guy in
was-
chat before we get too much further.
Oh.
I don't want to cut you off, but I want to make sure I get him the information he needs.
Yeah.
Were you done, Victor?
I was just going to elaborate on.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he
I'm
said.
done. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done.
I was just gonna elaborate on what Matt said, basically.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, right. No, what I was gonna say is, just because everything was cancelled and everything, it doesn't mean that we wasn't gonna come over. We were still excited just to come over there again, just to see all the people that we met before, like yourselves and everything. So, yeah, we are super excited. We love the US, and I never thought in a million years I'll be playing on a stage in the United States. Not in a million years. So to come back for a third time, and hopefully in the future, is just absolutely immense.
I can almost 99% guarantee you that you will be back more, because there's a couple of things cooking in the background here. So don't even
Monty,
worry about that.
You little scheme.
Yeah, well, I don't like to say this is possible, that's possible, because then hopes get all built up and everything else. Don't worry about it. You know,
if I may,
there's stuff going on.
For Harry Guy and everybody that joined us late, COGSExpo.com. Start there. You can find them on Facebook. Look for the hashtag COGSExpo. That's if you don't remember what I am about to say. So give me a second. I'm going to get the right dates here. Make sure I don't get them incorrect. So May 4th through 6th in the Radisson and Piscataway, New Jersey. This is a community-built, driven, supported event that is free entry. If you were part of Steampunk World's Fair, had a hotel room, call the hotel, the Radisson, directly, not the 800 line. Change your room block from what no longer exists to what is blossoming here. It is a free event that is community supported, etc. Everybody is doing this for free. There may be some money that comes to the performers and the other folks, but that's a matter of how many people show up. The hotel is actually putting money back into the event to help support that. So everybody that shows up, you support them without even meaning to. That's the gist. That's the basic bottom line. From there, find them on Twitter, find them on Facebook, find their website, and as they add more social media, you'll find that in those three places. I think that's a good basic. Anything to add to that, Coral?
And who wouldn't want to come to a free event?
I was just about to say, that's what I was going to add. It's a free event because somebody just messaged me and they're like, I want to buy tickets right now. Totally free.
Oh,
the event is totally free.
Totally free.
If you can get a
Totally
hotel
free.
room in our block, that would be amazing. It helps us keep the hotel private event, which means we can do so many more things at so many more obscene hours. But we would love to have everybody come out, even if you can't book a room. Come out if you have the option between, hey, I'm going to book a room, or hey, I'm going to attend that weekend and throw my money at the performers. Come and throw your money at the performers.
The performers
They
are
deserve
allowed
it.
to accept tips.
Throw it at the vendors.
There will be a poll set up on the stage.
POLL or POLE?
Note to self.
Ivy says bring ID. Remember to bring your ID.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody who is of age needs to bring ID. Just because we are going to be checking ID, we are going to be differentiating between who is under 21 and who is over 21, and there are a few panels that are going to be 18 plus. They are not going to be tawdry, awful. You know, this is a family event. It just so happens that one of the panels, run by Ivy herself, is going to be a massage for couples panel. So it's not going to be inappropriate, but it is also going to be a very sensual panel. And we have one other panel that deals with a little bit more of, I believe, like adult language. That's the only reason we have 18 plus panels. That is a badass cup. I'm just saying.
This one.
That is
Devil
the
That's awesome.
summary. Now, keep in mind, find Victor and the Bully, find Montague, Jacques, Fromage, get their websites, support them on Bandcamp, support them on Facebook and all that. They're both great music. Karnevil has a great act, which JR is part of and will be there. Now for us, we don't have another show till Monday, which we're talking about cooking and cannibalism, where we have 2 professional chefs talk 2 hours about cooking. The last hour, well, we're going in that direction. Next week, don't forget, who do we have next week? I believe I have Bob Eisenstein and Victor Sierra on Tuesday, and I don't recall who we have on Gaming Wednesday and then VIP Thursday. Maybe we'll bring these guys back on and just talk about the difference between U.S. and European cons and festivals. We'll see what I can work out. Anyway, it goes, we're here. Don't forget you can watch stupid videos by us on YouTube / Talk of the Tavern channel. And I think that's enough pimping for me. I'm good.
You can always sign up for our newsletter. Tell them how they can do that.
There we go. The newsletter, if you go to talkofthetavern.com, there's a link right there on that front page, right up top, and we will send you a weekly reminder for what we're doing the next week, as well as a few of the things we're covering, whether what it's supported on our Patreon this week, etc. And I think today we are going to, when we're done here, we're going to raid Lady Adarissa, who is a great gaming force, if you will.
Oh, that didn't post. I'm trying to post everybody's link for Twitter. I did the one for C.O.G.S Expo and for Victor and the Bully and Monty. You can follow them all on Twitter. Go check it out.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll be plugging stuff through Instagram and Facebook and everything. So anything you missed, it will be all on the Victor and the Bully page as well. So, yeah.
Okay. Harry Guy and many other people are commenting right now in the chat, so check that out. Harry Guy says, my friends and I had planned on attending that other thing as our first steampunk adventure. Unfortunately, we canceled our room at the Holiday Inn Overflow. Check the Radisson now. They have rooms. And Ivy, I think it was you. Can you post that phone number, the direct phone number again for everybody if you have that? That would be great. What a community overseas, here in the States, everywhere across the board. People have come together. This is the soul of steampunk at work.
It is.
It is now.
I'm going to post the raid. When we leave here in about a minute, if you guys want to jump on that raid and say hello to the other channel I'm directing you to, that's always a little bit of love spread around. We love that. And, hey, JR, Coral, thanks. Thank you. Thank you for coming on.
No problem. Thank you.
And all you talented singing guys, you're beautiful
telling
too.
People.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining the party at the end because, yeah, this is a little taste of what everybody gets to go have in person. This. And we're out. Let me stop our broadcast.
And we